there? In anyone? Alright, we're starting a bit. Let's see here. I think everything is pretty much good, people. Yes. Testing. Yeah, was it all good? Really, like my rush for this stream. As I try and make sure so everything Gucci. Should I bring up Discord? But hold on. Let's make sure it's everything Gucci. Well, go on, gentle people. Welcome to the stream, January 2021. Basically coming to an end. I'm gonna just share out the stream. There. I feel like it's been a long day if I'm being honest. Like from it from your system, you know, the very fact that I haven't done Yashahime and Jujutsu Kaisen videos, you must know. We are now live. Anything sure up and like up the stream, people? Or no? Let me just come over here, so YouTube. Let me just feel over here, so yeah, we Gucci. Let's see. Sanjae Uchiha. Let's see here. Share results. Create a post. We are live. All right. Lighting good. Everybody can hear me properly, I think. How much people do we have in here? 5. All right. 3. Well, 3 now. Let's switch that around there. Cool. Guys, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. And everything's looking all right. Yeah, so I was saying in the chat before though, for some reason, I don't know why, but YouTube wouldn't let me schedule the stream like in setting it up. Like, they wouldn't let me schedule it for 8:30 tonight for some reason. Just the only available dates was like the 31st and beyond, and it's still the 30th here, obviously. So I don't know what was going on there for the most part. Hold on there. Alright, so everything good. Can you hear me? Everything Gucci. Hold on there. I'm just gonna put my phone on vibrate as well. Let's share the stream from something as well. Let me see. Come. And man, month live stream tonight. All right. Alright, so 3 persons, but better than nothing. Well, go on, people. Sanjae Uchiha, obviously, and welcome to the, well, this month's edition, January 2021's edition of the end of month subscriber live stream, where, of course, we talk about everything in the month in review, generally speaking, random madness and foolishness, and anything that's upcoming as well. And since it's a subscriber live stream, of course, at some point, the Discord voice chats, well, yeah, the voice chat will be open at some point to, you know, allow persons to flood in for the, you know, more or less panel discussion for the most part, as per usual. But yo, welcome everyone. Let me see here. Let's see. Be sure to share the stream as well on your side, guys. If anything, want to see if we can if we could get up to at least, I don't know, 7 persons before we start tackling the topics for tonight. Of course, don't get this twisted. I don't plan to make this like a 5-hour live stream, like last month's end of month subscriber live stream, because that was insane. That was like plus ultra, push beyond the limits, everything in that one. So 5 hours, no, probably 2, probably at best 3, but definitely not aiming for 5 hours again. Just ridiculous if you ask me. Yeah, if we could get like up to 7 to 10 persons, then we could start tackling the topics for tonight, if anything. Sure, if you like up the stream. Let's see. Hold on. Alright, I guess I'm gonna reply to some messages in the meantime. Wait a little bit for, you know, the stream build up, so hold on there. Who else is here, by the way? Let me see. Apart from Sid, the other persons that are here in the, well, in the stream now. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Yeah, 4 for 4. Alright, not bad. Alright, so 7 persons here now. Well, as promised, let's start. So anyway, welcome guys, welcome again. Hope you guys had a great day for the most part. We can feel like it's already over for the most part, and it's been a tiring day, but yo, 2021, when it comes down to anime and manga, obviously I think we're off we're off to an interesting start, to say the least. But as you can tell by its stream title, like, honestly I didn't really know what to title it, but you know, it is what it is. And of course, the toxic anime fandom. Now personally, I haven't really like been binging, or I haven't fully gotten into Attack on Titan, but I have been kind of keeping up with the drama that's been, you know, taking place in the Attack on Titan fandom regarding, you know, persons bashing and complaining and tweeting and all of these things when it comes on to, you know, the final season, which honestly it's been an interesting journey to actually taking all of that from like outside perspective, I'm not gonna lie. And of course, I think the initial thing that other persons would go to is, you know, calling it a toxic fandom. But of course, it's not going to be every person there in the Attack on Titan fandom across the board. But trust me, like, and I think I kind of talked about this in the last live stream that I did. Well, when it was on, when I had other persons on, we were talking about, you know, persons who probably go to the extreme to, you know, complain and bash on certain fandoms and thing, or certain different anime projects. And I'm just gonna say this, persons like, just in a nutshell, it's not that serious. Like, the persons who are complaining about Attack on Titan, like, I can see the difference obviously between like the 2D style and the, you know, the CG obviously, but based on what I've been hearing, based on the, you know, the time frame that Studio Mappa had to actually do this final season and everything, for the most part, the scenes that I've seen and, you know, the live reactions that I've checked out, I don't think it looks bad. And I think the persons who are complaining, like, to the point of, it's not that you can have criticism for it, obviously, because as I said, you know, compared to the 2D style, obviously the 2D looks better, but honestly, to, you know, go on Twitter, go on some of these official pages for the animators and like bashing and complaining and just just threatening and, you know, all this negativity when it comes on to these persons who've been putting in these mad hours in terms of like animating, and it's just crazy to me if you ask me, honestly. Let me see here. But seriously, like, I've always come from the perspective that a lot of things are serious but not that serious, but to straight up like attack the animators, essentially, like, just completely I don't know if it went to the level of death threats. I don't know. Well, Sid, let me know if it went to that level. Like, did anyone actually send death threats to like Studio Mappa staff in terms of the final season of Attack on Titan? Me need to know, honestly. I really want to know if these people are really that serious when it comes on to, you know, we're all passionate about this medium that we love, but come on. It's not that serious, honestly. And it's like, funny enough, it's like last night I was taking in one of King of Lightning's videos regarding the whole situation, and he was like saying that he was comparing it to like that that season of Berserk where it was like CGI. And he was saying that, you know, persons weren't really like breaking down the walls to attack the animators, like how they're attacking Studio Mappa right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because as I said, I'm not really fully into it, but based on the live reactions I've watched, the clips I've seen, I mean, it looks alright. Looks alright. Of course, it'd be better with 2D, but the CGI for the most part isn't. I don't think it's that bad. Really don't think it's that bad. But honestly, when it comes down to toxic fandoms, I always find it interesting because, especially like from me, since I'm a self-proclaimed middle of the road Boruto fan, I don't think I've ever been like too extreme with my criticism, like not too positive but not too negative. The Kool-Aid effect, like how you would say it. Um, so just to see persons take things to the extreme. Wait, Rebel Vaughn, yo, how going, man? How you been, man? I see that the other channel has been doing really good, really good. Congrats, man! Almost 2,000 subs. So respect, mad respect on that. Oh, how you been though, man? Like I meant to show it to you on Discord the other day, honestly. So, William, wow, go on, welcome, welcome. But yeah, as I was saying, like as a middle of the road Boruto fan, just to see persons kind of like it's the extreme. It's ridiculous if you ask me. And then the next thing to like, I mean, toxic fandom can be applied to almost any fandom. So, especially when it comes down to like the inter or cross fandom debates, like One Piece versus Naruto, One Piece versus Bleach, Naruto versus that, whatever, whatever, whatever. So it's like persons become really argumentative, like in a very negative way, I feel, when it comes down to just debating. It's not just trying to see something from the other person's perspective, and like then it just kind of just spirals into this name calling and yo, yeah, you idiot, man, you something like that. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man, William. Tomorrow, yeah, man. The Boruto episode is going to be very interesting tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, like funny enough, Rebel. When was it? It was earlier this week or last week. Let me just I browsed through the Dragon Ball channel just to see if there was anything new, just in case I didn't get any notifications. But like when I really compared and saw that like the other one is really going, that's alright. We understand. So, but yeah, man. When and if you can get back to the other channel, that would be great. Just kind of keep it balanced. I'm probably, I don't know, because the current arc against the super manga seems like it's going to be interesting. So maybe it could be an opportunity to really push that channel. Like definitely would want to see you cross 1,000 subs this year on that channel at least. So let's see what can happen. Let's see what can happen, people. Do. Let's see here. But speaking of that, like for me though, I mean it look rough right now, but as the thumbnail says, this year definitely want to hit that 20,000 subscriber mark. I know right now it's looking rough, but I still want to see what can happen. I mean, granted, like last year this time, if you were to tell me that I was gonna hit 1,000 subscribers, boy, I'm gonna tell us, boy, I'm not sure no, man. I probably would, more than I would have said, yo, I'll try, but me not know. But the fact that I hit 1,000 subscribers beyond my goal, and I got monetized as well. I made the 4,000 watch hours applied and got through. Honestly, at this point, I feel like anything is possible. So I'm definitely still, staying positive about hitting 20,000 this year. And yeah, Rebel, yeah, yeah. Compared to before October of last year, Yeah, man, streaming a lot right now. Like, I'm just trying to basically just use up every aspect of the YouTube sandbox to just push the channel, honestly, because to be honest, the Boruto chapter 51 live stream in October, it was like the biggest reason why I got to, oh, sounds like rain. I got to 1,000 subscribers. So, Rebel, honestly, what I would say, man, if like the Dragon Ball Super chapter drops, what I would advise, if you're free that day, no work, no anything, try just do like a live reaction stream as the chapter drops, honestly. Because that's what I did with the Boruto chapter for October and beyond, and that was the biggest reason why I got to 1,000 subscribers last year. So as far as I can see, just use up the entire YouTube sandbox. Of course, I know we enjoy pushing out discussions and reviews and everything, but I think the live stream was the one thing that we weren't really like using to, I like at all. So yeah, that's how to me. It just comes down to interacting with everybody in as much ways as possible. So there's that. Because honestly, the way I see it, um, and it applies to a lot of channels on on YouTube. I think, especially small channels which are doing great content, but it's just that I feel like a lot of persons aren't really. I feel like a lot of persons just aren't aware of them, and I think that's what happened when I streamed that chapter that month. Like a lot of persons really got introduced to the channel, and it's kind of to the point where like I'm starting to get one and two. Like every now and then, some persons will come in and say, "Yo, they don't understand why I'm not bigger in terms of channel size," and I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm just on the grind." But so yeah, but yes, as you said, since you have so much time now, I definitely recommend it. Yes, I mean, be a nice change of pace. See what can happen. Definitely see what can happen. Doom, 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 doom. Let me see. Stream settings, we good here. Stream health, yeah, good, we good, we good. Been streaming for a little over half an hour now. Soon open up the Discord, guys. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh. Hold on. Oh. Sorry about that. Some insect crawling. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna open up my Discord in a bit, so you could definitely hit. No problem. Hold on, guys. Get a call. Sorry, sorry about that, guys. Coworker calling me. Parents like he wants me to help him with a YouTube channel, which I feel like a lot of persons have been asking me, like in terms of starting, which is crazy. Given that I always, I feel like I'm just always busy. I'm gonna catch up in the comments here. Rebel. To be honest, I don't know if I would consider myself, despite live streaming so much these days, if I'd consider myself an expert, honestly. But sure, I mean, yeah, you did mention that I was going to pass, but honestly, we definitely need to see a come up above the 1,000 subscribers from the Dragon Ball channel now, man. Honestly, because I remember. I think I was above, then you passed me, and then you said I was gonna pass, and I passed you. So we need to come up now. But for the most part, I'm glad to say the next channel that go off. Have you made the 4,000 watch hours on that next channel as yet though? Sid, honestly no. Let me show you. Let me try to show you the fact I haven't touched Yashahime or Jujutsu Kaisen for this weekend yet, and honestly, I feel like I might just watch them on my own time and tell you guys what I think about them in the community tab as a community post. Honestly, because I'm just not feel the vibe to do like a video for them this week, but next week more or less I'll get back to it. Wait, hey Anthony, what go on? David Smith, welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, I think most persons here have read the latest Boruto chapter. If you're new to the channel, my review and live stream on the chapter is there. Wait, Hassan, welcome. Yo. Be sure to share out the stream, guys, if anything. Hassan, I'm here. Actually, feel like I might have a slight headache. I think. But just here chilling. You know it goes already. The end of month live stream. Hold on. Get more lights here. Not too bright now. Or things look. Or was it better before? That's true. Alcohol don't help. I do. Was it? I do have a drink in the fridge to actually get though, but soon. Is me. Also, let me see. It's been time actually the run's been 40 minutes since we started the stream from OBS, but yeah, I think I kind of like when it wasn't so bright. I'm gonna probably adjust it from the camera. But yeah, 2021. So how much person we have here? 7. If we can share the stream, if we could get up to 20 persons tonight, that'd be good as well. If I'm being honest. So share out the stream, guys. Hold on. 9 o'clock here. No. Yeah, I would like it to get as dark as possible too, but I feel like we're building towards that. Definitely building towards that. But I did want to talk about about the Ishiki branded wine tonight. Yes. I did want to talk about like anime and manga, like for 2021 so far, and just like expectations. Obviously based on the thumbnail and the title. I did talk a bit about the Attack on Titan and like toxic fandoms and the fact that it's just not that serious already. But has anyone seen redo of Healer? I just gotta like just get the elephant out of the room. Has anyone seen redo of Healer yet? Because I'm still trying. Yeah, but I'm still trying to process how oh, they got that approved. Like it must be airing like at late night, and of course there's censored versions for that anime. But honestly, it's baffling to me. Yo, Sid, everybody else, honestly, man, if you not watch redo of Healer, especially if it's the uncensored version. Just watch it with earphones, and honestly, it's borderline the H word. You see me? Uh, hold on. Of course. There, always there. Yeah, honestly, like if you haven't watched Redo of Hilo, like, Manila I should say I would recommend it, but it's interesting to see how, like, I'm curious to like how far they'll go with with some of the things. It's originally a novel. It has a manga adaptation, and I think yeah, it's based on a light novel, but it has a manga adaptation, and obviously recently got an anime adaptation, which I feel is more so adapting the manga, so level of canonicity, if I can put it like that. But yeah, man. Shadow. But that aside, like anime and manga so far for the year, between Black Clover, Boruto, One Piece, new anime coming out, which I haven't got into, and I always find it hard to get into. I mean, I think, how do you guys think the year has been going so far in terms of that? Because, for example, Boruto wise, anime, definitely, I think they've been doing, and I've said since the Kara actuation arc, they've been doing a great job of building on stuff from the manga. But since 2021 specifically, I've been enjoying the expansion on the Kara members, essentially, just to see them get that additional spotlight for the most part. Like there's this charm being built, this more of a connection between us and them, the audience and them being built, as opposed to the manga. So yeah, the Boruto anime has definitely improved. Black Clover, I haven't read the latest chapter, which will be what, 280 now. As I said in my chapter review since week, Tabata definitely shaking things up at the right time. But it kind of still has me wondering, how much crazier things are going to get in terms of power. Because Asta must be really broken then. And then, Noel's group still needs to come in. And then, when you really think about it, I know Tabata says he could probably make it as long as One Piece. But, like, if we're this powerful already in terms of, things we're facing, I'm wondering how... No. I'm just looking forward to how he's going to innovate and be as creative as possible in the future arcs. Of course, I'm kind of skimming over the main topics for tonight. Of course, Dragon Ball. Of course, I'm looking forward to this new arc with this whole granola thing. I think they have a very interesting setup. I did enjoy the Moro arc, but I think it kind of. I don't want to say it became trash in the end, but it kind of went slightly downhill in the end in terms of certain things I was looking for. But it did, they kind of set up some nice things in the end with Oob there. But I'm looking forward to this granola art, especially since we're involving Frieza. Who knows? We might get brawling. Who knows? Well, I don't know if Sasuke can still use Rinne Rebirth Hassan, because, no Rinnegan. Yeah. David Kawaki Next Generations. Honestly, because I think Kawaki's becoming I think it's just indication that Kawaki is becoming like a real fan favorite when you really look at it. The man has been just... I think he's become a lot of person's favorites, to say the least. He's been having a great performance over the course of the last few chapters. So, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that actually happens. But speaking of that, do you guys feel like they should definitely, like, say, for example, when the Boruto manga gets into the time skip, right? Probably once the anime reaches up to, that point right before the time skip, you think they should, like, stop the anime for a bit and rebrand it and remarket it as something else like Boruto Shippuden for just for argument's sake. Let's see. Yeah, true. I don't think it's a necessity, but I think it's definitely a possibility. I see it from me, the main thing in terms of the whole rebranding aspect, or at least just I think they should just take a break once the anime gets up to like adapting the chapter right before the time skip happens, just to let the manga get even further ahead. Soon, if I go for my drink now, it was a Christmas gift from work, and I don't know I'm gonna pull it. Just alcohol. I don't even remember if it's alcoholic, if I'm being honest. Kawaki being part of a deeper, different. I mean, possibly, but I think even if that's the case, I don't think Kawaki's privy to that plan. Like, yeah, maybe like could probably Ishiki had some backup plans to make Kawaki, a Trojan horse for lack of a better term. But I just don't see Kawaki being, even if it's like in a part of some bigger plot to gain Konoha's confidence or just the Five Great Nations' confidence. I don't see Kawaki being aware of that plan. But before we even open the Discord lines here, yo, Bleach and Shaman King for this year too. Any expectations? I don't think we've gotten like a, well, no, Shaman King is what, April or March? One of the two. But I mean, Bleach and Shaman King, like. Words of elude. Yo, City, I killed him for them. Dude, honestly. Among them, like, they could spend like take a year break and just do some OVAs, like one OVA per month. I think that would be good. Like, just adapt the novels. That's what I feel. Just take a year, adapt the novels, like a OVA per month, and the following year just start back the anime. And then with the manga being like, an additional 12, well, even further ahead, then even better if you ask me. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. Gonna get that drink. Whoa. Let me see. This is Banrock Station, Pink Moscato. Don't think. Well, 6% alcohol, so let's see. Okay, that's not bad. No sponsorship here. Alright, so import episode 1. Yeah, that's not a good way to look at it, David. More unlikely. I don't think I've actually dissected or thought about it from the well, no, I have, but in terms of dissecting that scene, I've always dissected it from the perspective of, proving that Kawaki isn't evil. But yeah, given that Amado's in the village now, I'm expecting to see some wild things technology-wise. Alright guys, think I'm going to open up the Discord now for you guys to join. Let me just put on desktop audio and adjust this to... What do you guys think? Because usually I adjust the voice channel to allow like 5 to 7 persons. I'm kind of starting to think I want to start doing one-on-ones for the Discord, and then get to allowing like the usual panel discussion. Let me know what you think. Well, then again, it's what? How many of us are here? 8, 9, 10? Yeah. That's alright. I'll save changes. Alright, so the Discord is open, guys. If you want to join me on stream and talk about 2021 Boruto, Black Clover, Dragon Ball, basically anything, you can join me now. Of course, link to the servers in the description below. Wait, William? Let's see here. You're still muted, bro.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, I'm here, man. I'm here. Welcome back to another edition of Sanjae Uchiha, I guess. What's up, man? How you been?
Yeah, I was wondering if the echo was from me.
Nah, man, you're good. You're good. Everybody can hear William.
Everything is cool.
If you can hear William proper, let me know. Just and then again, just in case anybody else joins, just let me know if you guys can hear William properly. But all right, go ahead, William.
Nah, man, everything is cool. Tomorrow should be good. Boruto plus Attack on Titan. The month is coming to an end.
Why? The year is really breezing through. Well, people always wrote that January is like the longest month. But yeah,
I was gonna say the long year of January is coming to an end. This February should be the shortest month, I believe. 28 days.
Yeah. No leap year this year, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, Boruto and Attack on Titan tomorrow. And before we get into anything else, especially since it's what I started with, Attack on Titan, man, like, as I said, I'm not really fully into it, obviously, but what's your take on the whole issue with the fandom right now, as a member of the fandom?
Well, yeah, I like Attack on Titan. CGI to me isn't that bad, so I don't understand why people are really complaining that much.
Yeah.
If you watch the episode, wait, are you caught up with the last season?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not really. I've watched 1 and 2 episodes like across all seasons, but I'm not really like Attack on Titan fan just yet. But I've been watching a lot of like live reactions and scenes there.
There was some scenes that look kind of not they weren't even bad, honestly, just like some frames and stuff, but animation, that's something you shouldn't be surprised with. But other than that, the CG has been cool. It's better than like from a few years ago, like with Berserk 2016 and stuff.
Which, like,
Uh,
yo, every time I see any
yeah,
clips of Berserk 2016, it just looks weird, honestly.
yeah.
We have Siddiqui in the chat
This,
here asking, what did you think of the last episode for Attack on Titan?
so, um, it was good. I wanna say something since you brought up Redo of Healer, right?
Yeah.
Because to everybody in the chat, right? What is the difference between Eren Yeager and Kaguya Kiyago, whatever his name is, from Redo of Healer? So what is the difference? What is the difference between the two of them? But well, one maybe was, and the one that's worse isn't the one that people would want to admit.
Hold on. I don't know. Because even up to this point, I don't know. I don't think a lot of persons responded in the chat to say if they checked out Redo of Healer, but I don't know, man.
I just say one of them was the R award for years, and tortured and stuff. The other, yes, also witnessed trauma, mother being eaten, knowing the whole thing with the whole world hating his people. But I wouldn't say he personally has been tortured to that extent for years upon years to do what we all know. If you know anything about the manga, what he's gonna do. Basically, if you think about it, both characters are driven by revenge, but one goes a little bit
further, a little bit further to say the least.
Yeah, but yeah, I really do feel I'm watching it. It's cool. I wouldn't even call it the H word really, because okay, think about it like this, right?
Yeah.
You have live action shows like Game of Thrones.
You know, I've been making that comparison in my head, but go ahead.
Yeah. Live action shows like Game of Thrones, stuff like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Game of Thrones goes way farther in the S demographic than a show like Buffy would. Buffy would be like more playful and stuff, but Game of Thrones goes in on that stuff. So is an anime automatically becomes the H word? I don't know if you can say it on YouTube without your video being affected.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure, so that's why I kind of stuck with that.
Yeah. So would an anime who just has more scenes of that and they don't shy away from it, is that automatically just that? And because they actually show it and go into it, whether it's in a positive light or not, does that make it bad? Are you saying Game of Thrones is bad because they actually showed stuff like that?
I see what you're saying. Because it'd be kind of like if you're like any other live action series or just real person series, for lack of a better term, where they show those scenes. It doesn't automatically make it the P word. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course. There's both the positive and negative aspects of that in the series. Even in Game of Thrones they had that too. So I don't know, the story isn't nothing special, but that is the thing, it's just supposed to be a revenge story.
Yeah. And
I think people should just take that for what it is. It's a revenge story. It's about revenge, straight and simple. Honesty in the real world, if something similar to that happened to you or someone you knew, you would be like, yeah, you would want revenge.
Only that. Like, and I say time and time again, and it's kind of like some of the recent episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen where you might have these set of morals or whatever the case may be, but sometimes when you're in the situation, how you're going to react emotionally, you can never tell sometimes. So, honestly, like you said, after all of that, I more than likely want revenge, honestly. I don't think I could like not. Like, it would take like some godly forces for me not to like lose it and just say, yo, everybody need to just take out everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, I think people just like this story isn't not too special. It's a revenge
No.
story. Take it like that. Accept it. Fan service might have some cool revenge stuff, and actually some of the concepts aren't too bad, like with how the powers work and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cool. Attack on Titan, it's cool. The fans, to me, from what I'm hearing, they're just like overreacting. Let's speak honestly. A lot of us who are into anime are
Yeah.
geeky, naughty people. And if our feelings get hurt and stuff, or something we follow a fandom of ours gets in any way we think not disrespected or not treated properly in our minds, a lot of us get butthurt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But yo, man, they're just the subset of persons who are really going to the extreme of attacking, like tweeting to the official staff members and thing. It's just not that serious to me, honestly. It's not that serious.
That stuff like that is gonna keep happening no matter what this series, because for not Attack on Titan, for Shingeki no, so wait, no, for which one is it? My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
But it escaped me there. You know, something happened recently where people were contacting the people behind the anime too.
I'm trying to remember.
Is it that because of the manga or something? I know people are upset with the whole thing with Endeavor.
Oh wait, hold on, William. Hassan, yo, that's alright, man. Thanks for tuning in. I wish you could have stayed longer, but it's cool, man. Respect as per usual for tuning in and all the support as per usual, man. Of course, the stream is gonna be available after this is done anyway, so you can definitely check out the rest of it by then. I promise not to make it 5 hours, so yeah, it should be more manageable. But yo, respect, get some rest, eat some food, and I'll see you around. And then, if anything, let me find Discord as well. But yeah, back to you now, William. So, alright, fair enough, fair enough. But in terms of like My Hero, I think I remember this from watching a lot of Friend Never World's coverage. I think fans were complaining really and truly about the name choice of one of the scientist characters or something. I think it was based on some real life guy that did a bunch of foolishness, to say the least.
Yeah.
So I think he ended up changing the name. I think that's what I remember Fun Never World covering.
Funny thing is, the guy is a villain, so it would make sense for him to use a name of a scientist in the real world who did messed up stuff. So
yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. It's true. But honestly, man, like when it comes on to like toxic fandoms, man, like it's everywhere. And as you said, stuff like this is going to keep happening because everybody's, as they say, everybody's a critic these days, but some more so than others, it seems. But even when it comes on to, like, as I was mentioning earlier, like the cross series debates and persons getting really really defensive, really negative regarding defending their series or saying the other series is trash and all sorts of foolishness, brother.
yeah, because of, I think one of the places people find it easier to do this on is Twitter, because you see something, you get angry, just post about it, and it's easier to get in contact with or DM these people who you never used to be able to do that in the first place, but now you can. So you find that because you're able to, why not? Why not to express your negativity about it? Whether that is right or wrong. Yeah, but I believe a lot of these people doing this, they are younger fans.
I feel so too.
If someone in their 20s, late teens did this, I would find that even weirder. Not that it wouldn't or probably hasn't happened. It would just be even weirder.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Oh, David had said something in the chat with about Naruto's death.
Yeah, I was gonna move on to Boruto next. Still, Boruto slash Naruto. Let me see what he's saying. So he says, think about if Naruto is gonna die, wouldn't he die in a more flashy and heroic way and not a lame way? I think Boroshiki will kill Naruto. A Snake Sage predicted that Boruto fate will be far cruel. I think that was from the arc where Boruto got that snake. I even forgot the snake's name. How long it's been.
Garuga.
Yeah, respect.
That was from the Mitsuki arc.
Yeah, that was like so long ago though, bro. Honestly.
Yeah. I don't think Naruto is dead though. I think Sasuke either just sense that he's low on chakra or can tell that his life force, whatever, is weakened.
Yeah, I doubt he's dead. I mean, with Kishimoto being in charge of stuff now, writing wise, I doubt Kishi is going. Even if he's going to kill him, as David is saying, as everybody might be saying at this point, Kishi's gonna give it a more flair, a more dramatic build up, a more attention to detail when it comes on to that, if it comes to that. But the big topic, Boruto 2021. Like, anime wise, what do you think of the episodes so far from the year started? Because to be honest, I've been loving it. I've been loving what they've been, doing with the Kara members specifically as well.
Well, yeah, this stuff with the Kara members is cool, but I think even you probably knew they eventually would have done this because the anime will, like with everything else, they expand, build, flush stuff out, just like with the Mujina Bandits arc. The first half of that was with the prison, so doing little stuff like this with each of the Kara members and even like Mugino and stuff, it was expected. It's awesome they're doing it. Hopefully by doing this we'll be able to see some of the abilities of some of the other Kara members we never got to see or haven't seen yet and stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, when Kawaki gets fully into the series next month, it's next week or the week after I think he's introduced. But when he's fully introduced, I expect there to be anime original arcs with him. I think I told you that before. And just other stuff expanding with his character and stuff, which would be cool. The episodes in general for the month, they were okay. Remember, this part of the manga was the kind of like the slow build up to the introduction of Kawaki, and then after that, just kept going and going. So right now it's slower, but still good because of everything they're doing. But from next month, it should be even better.
Well, I think that's what a lot of persons are looking forward to. To me, as you've heard me say in my reviews, like just getting the extra quality of life additions compared to the manga, that's the greatest thing I feel with Boruto anime 2021 so far. And as I said, Kawaki should be coming next month. I haven't read the episode summaries just yet to say, but if I'm a betting man, I wouldn't even say the episode after next, but or was it that there somebody like a director or animator definitely said Kawaki's appearing the episode after next?
I don't recall that, but if you notice, each episode is basically from the beginning of January was like chapter 16. So each episode is basically a chapter.
Yeah.
Or like at least most content from a chapter, and they flesh certain stuff out. So right, I think the chapter that's getting animated tomorrow is either 17 or 18. Where do you know what happens with the cave and R1 everything?
Yeah.
And then after that is basically then the battle finishes off with Ao. And then after that is then when they get confronted by Kashin. And then after that, I believe, is when Kawaki comes in. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be the third or last week in February.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. But as you were saying, regarding like anime only content or more canon filler. I was kind of thinking of doing a video talking about that in terms of the next major canon filler arc. Because the next major section of the manga that they could really expand on is, of course, when Kawaki actually comes to the village. I feel like a lot of persons manga wise are expecting the anime to do some Kawaki goes with Team 7 mission videos or something like that.
I'm not sure about that one, honestly, because if I think back to the manga, after they got to the village, it was relatively soon after that they got attacked again. And if they have anything anime originally, more than likely will be in the village. And I'm guessing with him interacting like with Denki and other characters that aren't really that big in the manga.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, there is that space of time when Naruto is training him, so I feel like they'll actually expand on that part more than likely.
Yeah, they definitely probably will. Because if I'm not mistaken, they did like montages with the training in the manga. So that could have been days, that could have been a week, 2 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, anything is possible. It's kind of ambiguous, so they could really take advantage of it there. But they're gonna definitely have to once they start hitting those chapter 30 something, I feel, or even late 30s. Because I was a big, like, to me, I was thinking that this year, Boruto anime wise, it would be cool to either end on Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki round 1, or end on either Team 7 versus Boro, like the end of that fight. But like once you hit that late 30s, early 40s in terms of chapters, obviously they're gonna have to slow things down drastically there to make the manga build up more.
Honestly, I think this year might end on Naruto versus Delta.
You feel so?
Yeah. Well, if they actually do one chapter per episode, I think by the time we get to the 20s and stuff, we should be either more than halfway through this year, going towards the end of the year. So I honestly doubt we get borrowed this year. If we do, then that would have been rushing to me.
Yeah, as I'm saying, to me, at the worst, I think getting Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki round 1, like the end of that, so that's what, chapter 37, 38? But that's worst case scenario. But
okay, yeah, I might actually end on that, yeah, because when they fought him was how long after Naruto fought Delta?
It was about 3 to 4 chapters after I fought Delta, because the Delta fight ended about chapter 33, about 33, 34, thereabout. And then, Ishiki came into Naruto's house with his shoes on, about chapter 36, thereabout. Yeah.
That might actually be the end of the fight, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And then next year, they probably will end next year with everything what's going on in the manga now.
Yeah, more than likely. But no, but then again, if that's the thing though, if they end this year on Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki, right? And then we're like, say, 11 to 12 chapters later in the manga. Like the start of next year might be a lot of canon filler. Maybe some serious anime original content. That's the thing, though.
That's the thing, yeah. But that's the thing. It would have to be at a point where they would have had enough time to give it a break before what happens. Because at a certain point, it's non-stop and there's no space in between to do anything.
Exactly.
One of the points I think they might do something. I don't remember which chapters it was. They were supposed to go to Tsunade and
Yeah.
ask her about seals and stuff. But before they were even able to do that, that's when Ishiki Jigen had attacked, I
Yeah.
believe.
And they had to come back.
So
Yeah.
they could actually do something there where they actually did make it to Tsunade, spoke to her, and then when they were coming back, boom. Or not.
Yeah, well, they could because they never explicitly said if they made it to Tsunade or not, did they? Hold on. In the chat, we have Anthony Henry saying, I actually want them to have an arc with one of the old generation going on a mission and fighting Boro or Code. Preferably Sakura and Lee versus Boro. Regeneration versus regeneration. Sakura going on a mission to investigate a virus that Boro has a scientific ninja tech. What do you think about that? Old generation going on a mission encountering Boro.
Nah, I think it would be better. Well, if he's talking about before Boro actually fights the new Team 7, then that would be cool to see him going up against some other Jonin. But if he's talking about the actual fight between the new Team 7, then nah, because I would prefer like the new Team 7 alone to face him just like in the manga and they expand on that fight. Because this is the thing, right? A lot of people give Boro hate and stuff that Genin beat him, even though each of those dudes are Chunin plus level, Jonin level. Kawaki definitely.
I have also heard persons harping on the fact that Genin beat Boro, but like as you said, and I've said it myself, I've done dedicated videos like breaking this down. Each member of Team 7 is at least like mid-tier tuning or like at least low-tier tuning or above.
Jody.
Exactly.
I would say Jody.
It's ridiculous. Like if you consider everything they can do, they're like almost Jonin level.
Especially by the time Boruto starts to at least get a hang of the Karma Seal, and then Mitsuki and we know what he can do, and Sarada, they're at least low level Jonin, high level tuning.
Exactly.
And then, the funny thing with that is, right, Boro has an ability via ninja tech that can KO almost anyone under normal circumstances.
Exactly. You see, the thing is that I liked about that fight, so how Kodachi did it, is that it's not like they beat him in some ass pull kind of way. It's like if even one of them were missing, they would have lost. It's not like if I put Boruto against Boro by himself, he would win. If I put Mitsuki against Boro by himself, he wouldn't win.
Any of them by themselves would lose.
Even 2 or even 3 out of the 4, they would still lose. So
honestly, without Mitsuki, for sure, they would lose.
Exactly.
Mitsuki by himself would lose.
So I think persons just need to cool off the Boro thing.
The funny thing with that, Senju, is that they got the edge on him and kind of technically beat him, but then he basically KO'd all of them. And if it wasn't for Momoshiki manifesting, that would have been it.
Exactly.
And then Kara would have had Kawaki and all of them. And he would have still been alive.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, it's Momoshiki who's the one that really, really beat him. So it's like, it's not even Team 7 beating him, but they did put him up with fight.
The guy doesn't brag and boast for no reason. That's the thing. The anime has already expanded on his character in just last week's episode alone.
Yep. Which I absolutely love. Of course, Anthony Henry, adding on to his previous point, he would say he'd want to see the whole fight against Boro with old generation member from before the fight against Team 7.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I don't really have much problem with that. To me, I think the biggest thing I want to see if you're going to introduce these like different scenarios is if, for example, we have an old generation member against Boro. I just want to see more references between the anime and manga. You know, like when we got to, you know, this current arc in the manga, and they reference the the trip to the mist. Like, I want to see more stuff like that. See, isn't it?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
We have AMFL underscore my he says he wants to see Sakura versus Delta.
People have wanted to see that. Honestly, I think people just want to see a female character versus another female character.
I think that's it more than anything else, because Anthony Henry is saying that would make sense narratively.
In that fight, though, Sakura has the physical strength advantage and could heal herself.
But Delta can heal herself as well, heal herself. So
it depends on who could actually do the more damage, and I think Delta would be able to with how her body works.
Yeah.
That would actually be a really cool fight.
It'd be an interesting fight, but that light beam that Delta has that apparently
negates
regeneration. Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah, if Sakura got hit like in the chest or whatever, she's done.
It's crazy, honestly. But in terms of is anybody else going to join the Discord, guys? Let me know, of course. There's still room here. But yeah, go on, William.
There's 11 people watching, so
yeah.
Anthony Henry was saying anime only outer members, and we've already basically gotten that, but I think he means like even more outstanding anime only car members, like how Deeper was.
Well, Deeper was inner, but
like how Deeper was an outstanding inner member. Some more cool car outer members would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, because the thing is, what I really liked about the whole section with Deeper is the whole idea that he really forced Boruto, like just Team 7 in general, to it kind of forced the story into the situation where we got that cliche, the main set of characters are, down and depressed, and they're, trying to, train and get better, and, there was this kind of sense of progression that I feel like this series didn't have in terms of like Boruto, Sarada, like that genuine sense of shit, I can't beat this guy. You know what I mean? Deeper really kind of brought something to the anime.
I think they were more motivated though.
Yeah, that's
I think they
what
were
I liked.
more motivated than like depressed. Yeah, at first, yeah. But with how Mitsuki got injured, I think they became more motivated than anything else. Get stronger and win.
Yeah, wait, hold on. We have David Smith asking, what do you think about Kashin Koji? Dry is an old geezer, but Kashin Koji looks younger. Amando must have tampered with Dry's body, reborn him. Wait, hold on, David. Is it that you're an anime only watcher and you don't read the manga? I don't want to spoil anything unnecessarily. That's if you do mind spoilers. That's what he's saying. And then Anthony Henry. Yo.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't agree with that one about Deeper having more drip. Once you teleport wine and drink it in front of your enemy on the ground, there's no way.
I have to agree with William here, Anthony. Jigen, like the fact that he has his own, like, okay, I'm being completely silly here, but the fact that he has his own branded wine, the Ishiki wine,
and then he pulled out the drip out of nowhere. But no, Anthony, that Sanju, he just brought up something that I think people are confused with. When was it revealed? About a year and more ago, with Jigen V versus Ishiki. I think people are still confused with who actually was in control the entire time we saw them in the manga.
Really?
I think people think that Jigen actually had his original personality in the manga.
Oh, and no.
Yeah, no, because if you look at the chart, what he said there was that's Ishiki though.
Yeah,
I think he doesn't realize yet. I don't know if it would be a spoiler to say anything, but No.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Everybody seems aware that everybody here seems like read the manga, but
Ishiki was in control of Jigen's body the entire time from whenever, well, he went into his body and eventually he took control of both his physical functions and then his mind. And the whole time we saw him in the series, after that, was Ishiki controlling him. I think a lot of people still are confused and think like it's
there's a difference.
A matter of Obito. Yeah, I think people think it's a matter of Obito kind of thing where like Obito was doing this and Madara was controlling him.
Nah. The only thing that we got from Jigen was after the Naruto and Sasuke fight, round 1, when he was crying. That was the only thing we got from Jigen. Everything else is Ishiki.
Jigen was his subconscious was feeling the pain, and like when we saw the flashback with him as a monk being taken over. Other than that, yeah, that's why I said I think people are confused with that and think like Ishiki only came into the story after he revived in Jigen's body.
Yeah, exactly. Let me answer David Smith, who's asking what do we think about Kashin Koji. Since you say you read the manga, David, obviously Kashin Koji is a clone of Jiraiya. What do I think about him? To be honest, I think a lot about him, but not a lot about him at the same time. Very contradictory, I know. But it's just that his whole presence, his whole character was, honestly, for those of us that specifically are coming from Naruto Shippuden, his presence was more of like a tease, more of that, breadcrumb, more of that mystery character where like a lot of persons at the time were saying, "Oh, this looks like Jiraiya," and it's kind of hooking us in. But honestly, he still has a lot to do to establish himself as his own character, distinct from Jiraiya, despite being a clone. So I'm invested in where his character is going to go. I like what I see so far. In terms of his performance against Ishiki, I did like how he performed. I do like his fighting style. It seems more assertive than Jiraiya, I would say, and I like that. So, I don't know if that's if that answers your question. What would you say, William?
Sandra, a question about that. I'll ask you after I reply. Kashin Koji is cool. Honestly, I think people mainly just like him for the fact that he has a relation to Jiraiya on a more physical level. But his abilities are cool. His design and abilities are cool. Other than that, if I'm honest, I honestly I don't really care that much.
That's why I said he still has to really establish himself distinct from Jiraiya. That's why.
Yeah, because other than his abilities and him being a clone, he's a killer, but whatever, ninjas, whatever. He was mainly used as a tool and believed that he would be strong enough to take out Ishiki, and I get why he would think that. But other than being a tool and stuff, yeah, he has to have time to develop and more as his own character.
Yeah,
and hopefully they would either do that in the anime more. I hope they would do that before he goes out of the story until whenever he returns back. Yeah. So I just hope that. But what I was gonna ask you was, how do you think Kawaki is gonna get back a karma seal? Because I have a theory on that. But what do you think is gonna happen?
Wait, did you watch my latest video regarding my theory on Karma 2.0?
No, not yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, if and when you get the chance, you can free it. But basically, what I was saying in that video is, I think it's the latest video on the channel. I was essentially saying that since Momoshiki said he's 80% Otsutsuki, right? And based on how he performed against Momoshiki in chapter 54, to me it was obvious that Kawaki didn't really get a boost by just being 80% Otsutsuki. So what I was thinking is that Amado, going off the whole, narrative they were kind of playing upon, where, Amado was talking to him about feeling powerless without karma. I feel like Amado is going to create some artificial karma, which is going to be able to like bring out the power of like his Otsutsuki DNA. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's basically what I thought for months.
Yeah.
Well, not for months since it happened, because Shiki is gone, but now we know that no matter what, they're gonna have that how much of a percentage the seal had reached through their body. They're always gonna have that amount of Tsuki DNA in them. So Jigen being Amado being a genius he is, and the tech he brought, I'm sure he would be able to access that level of ability in him via some kind of synthetic karma seal. Because remember, he part of his plan, if it succeeded, would have always removed the seal off of Kawaki.
Yeah.
And Jigen and Amado is close to Ishiki, so he probably knew or had some kind of hypothesis that that would happen.
Yeah.
Or even if he didn't, I'm sure he would be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the future, it could be like, it's a synthetic karma seal. There's no need to worry about being taken over. He just has access to the 80% of power in him.
Yeah, exactly. Cause like I'm actually really proud of like that theory. When you get a chance, you can look through that video, William. But I'm really proud of how I did that video. But yeah, I feel that's going to be the case for real. I did kind of go and extend it a bit by saying maybe, just maybe, that synthetic or artificial karma would be engineered in some way to slow down Boruto's Otsutsufication as well. Probably layer it on top of Boruto's karma as well. Maybe, who knows?
Or some device to stop its resonance or to slow it down.
Yeah, I was thinking along the lines of that. Hold on, we have AMFL asking, what do you think about Code? Code manga wise, the appeal of him manga wise to date is the fact that he's one of the last Kara members that we hardly know anything about. Anime wise, they've been really I guess establishing more of a connection between us, the audience, and him, as with all the inner Kara members. But I think he's pretty cool. I like his design. I really love his personality based on how he's being portrayed in the anime. I think he's cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing much more of him.
Sanju, question to you. I see people bringing it up a lot with the comparison between the Akatsuki and Kara.
Yeah.
Now, I see people mainly putting like the Akatsuki over Kara, and I understand to an extent why they would do it, right?
Yeah.
But if we really think about between the goals and stuff with the Akatsuki, the only Akatsuki members that really had a big like super villain goal like that was Obito, Nagato.
Yeah.
Madara wasn't a part of them, so it was Obito and Nagato. He wanted to create the whole tail beast weapon, fear, and all of that. Which again, I want a way to go about peace a wrong way. Obito just wanted everybody brainwashed and unable to do anything, and that would bring peace. So far, we don't know exactly what the motives of each Kara member is.
Yeah.
But we know the big boss, what he wanted. And his motive was more of a villainous motive, honestly, than both Nagato and Obito, because to an extent they wanted some delusional version of peace, while Ishiki is just for power's sake, kill everybody, a more villainous thing.
Yeah.
So what was your opinion of like so far the whole between all both groups?
My opinion is that in the grand scheme of things, I think in terms of achieving their, at least on a like a micromanagement level, I think Kara is more effective and efficient, especially since, as I say, they operate in plain sight. there's that. But I think the thing that always that well, at least up until this day, until proven otherwise, that has I guess put the Akatsuki above Kara for me. It's like how I've been talking about establishing more of a connection, more of a investment, more of that charm between the audience and the Kara members as of late, based on how the anime has been portraying them. I think that's been. I think there's more of a connection. The audience in general just feels more invested, more connected to the Akatsuki members versus the Kara members, and I think that's what's always been the what puts the Akatsuki over Kara for me as well. Fibs.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm here, man. The lights here are baking me, but you know the live stream must go on.
Yeah, man. I saw you were streaming, and I didn't really see much of the title or like anything. What's this about, by the way?
It's the usual the usual end of month subscriber live stream essentially. So it is like the end of every month I'll do a live stream where almost every live stream I talk with persons in Discord, but I usually want to dedicate these end of month ones to like the subscribers and just any random topic usually. But you know, the usual Black Clover, Boruto, everything in general, the month in review, and just your expectations for anime and manga for 2021. We did start talking about like toxic anime fandoms though, especially the Attack on Titan recent madness. Persons attacking attacking the animators on Twitter. But right now we're kinda in like the Boruto section for now. But yeah, pretty much that.
What are we talking about, like in Boruto specifically? Because I don't want to like take anything over, you know.
No, that's cool. William was just asking me here was, you know, what do I? He was basically comparing the Akatsuki and Kara, and what are my thoughts and feelings on Akatsuki versus Kara in terms of not like a versus battle, but just narrative and how the audience feels about them essentially. So I was just answering his question. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Go on. Okay. I feel like Kara, as like an organization, I feel like they're a lot more in depth than the Akatsuki.
Yeah.
Because looking back on it, the Akatsuki was more of like just a terrorist organization
coming together. Yeah.
Right. And Kara, it's got this whole like I've been like, you know, underground, like in society for like literal thousands of years, you know, kind of thing going on. Now, that's a bit of like a hyperbole, but you know,
yeah.
Plus, Kara just like, I think it has a better like vibe to it too. Now, see, the thing about it that I think the Akatsuki like has over Kara is that like the premise of Kara is that like while the premise of Kara is like better than the Akatsuki, in my opinion. I think that the Akatsuki just like has better characters overall, at least from like a manga standpoint. Like you can't. There's really no comparison with like most or like dare I say like all of the Kara members with like let's say I don't know Obito, right, or Itachi, right? They don't really like compare at all.
Yeah,
there's like some potential to be had with like a lot of them, especially with like characters like Kashin Koji or Amato, or maybe even Ishiki, considering that like he's gonna survive, like he might survive, and Code too, I guess. I don't know what Kishimoto is planning to do with him, but speaking of, I think that Kara is like basically dissolved at this point. Like they're kind of dead, you know?
Yeah.
Like not like most of the characters are still alive. It's just that the organization itself is like kind of fell apart, especially considering like the Yamato and Koji betrayal. But overall, I think comparing the two, I think they're relatively equal. With Kara having like, just like relatively equal overall, I'd say.
All right, yeah, I get what you said. More or less in terms of what you're saying is just what I was saying. In terms of just the, like you said, the characters, they're like the audience is much more interested in them when it comes on to the Akatsuki versus Kara. But in terms of how they operate, Kara, I would say, is the better group. operating in plain sight. So I guess that what do you think about those responses, William?
Uh, um, I I would say like the Akatsuki are like the city gang,
Yeah.
and the Kara is the big business, Freemasons, Illuminati organization.
Yeah.
Where the Akatsuki are doing their crime on the ground, they're doing like global criminal enterprise stuff.
I mean, like that's accurate power scaling wise too. So like, I'm not even gonna argue with that.
The thing though is, I think the Akatsuki, when it comes to a few characters,
Yeah.
because a few of the Akatsuki characters, like their personality and everything is so bombastic, and the Akatsuki dripper in itself is so iconic with their look, the cloud and everything. So I would say the look of the Akatsuki and a few of their cool characters would probably why people will resonate with it more. Like again, Itachi, Obito, Pain, Nagato, stuff like that.
It's the Akatsuki marketing department, man. They did a good job, isn't it?
I would say Kara's marketing, if they're in their look alone, is more simple.
Yeah.
Well, not when it comes to their powers, but just like the outfit they wear is more simple. But that might be part of the benefit or the plus of them too, because they're supposed to be in plain sight operating. Like Deepa is walking around, nobody's gonna be like, there's the guy with the big red symbol on him. he's the one. They can be out doing stuff and people wouldn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
Unless you recognize their pin and stuff. So their design isn't out there. It's not as bombastic as the Akatsuki, but is the design more than likely.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that the Kara members, in my opinion, have more drip than the Akatsuki. Okay, unpopular opinion there.
When they probably take off their hood, yeah. Deepa's design is wacky cool, wacky in a good way. Boro, honestly, to me is the most like
subdued, kind of reserved.
Yeah, he looks more like the typical ninja, you would say. Code's look is more out there.
Yeah, man. Code is.
Jigen, you already see his monk clothing drip.
Man, the man has his own wine. The man don't need nothing else. That's all he needs.
Question to both of you: is Kawaki actually considered a member of Kara? Because the last time I checked, he is a member, right? He just doesn't like the organization, but he was forced.
Well, I mean, he has the mark on his face, so I mean, technically.
So like, in a power scale battle, Kara would win. In a more like favoritism way, Akatsuki would win. And they have cool drip, but Kara also has some cool drip. So it's viewers' preference. I think more people would have a liking more towards Akatsuki too, because it's original Naruto. And a lot of people these days like Boruto to hate Boruto, so they would favor something from another series over something from Boruto, whether it's good or bad. It's just how people are. So
yeah. All right.
One thing I will say.
All right, go ahead, Fibs. Then I get to these questions.
In the anime, I expected, but because from the manga, from the way Ikimoto drew it, I expected like Boro to be he's someone with a softer voice, like enjoys the finer things in life, right? Kind of like I forgot what General Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. I expected him to be like that, but in the anime they gave him this really like raspy like mean voice, and I did not expect that, and I'm really sad because of that. Man, that's a downer.
But didn't Armstrong kind of have a kind of mean like voice like that when he spoke? It's been a while since I've seen the clips from that fight.
In general, Armstrong was a pretty nice guy,
Boro is an a-hole.
Yeah, but he, you know what? He gave off a nice vibe, Yeah,
it was kind of just,
Oh yeah, Armstrong came off personable. Boro is just
Boro had that
area.
wise look in his face, you know? like you see him with his like eyebrows up, like with his mouth closed, you know, with the beard, right? You get that kind of like old man wise look.
He did seem a bit more reserved based on how we saw him in the manga, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean to say.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's just breeze through these questions that are here in the chat. So, all right, first thing we have Anthony who was saying, do you think Jigen will get a fight before Naruto and Sasuke in the anime? Well, he does seem like he's going up against Code with tomorrow's episode, but I don't think that's gonna be anything serious. I don't think that's gonna be anything serious, but other than that, probably. I wouldn't mind. What do you guys think?
I mean, I prefer them to stick like more closely to the manga.
I would prefer them not to show too much until that fight.
Yeah.
The anime opening implies that he might brawl with Kawaki and Boruto, but you know how those openings are.
Listen, so. I had a whole conversation with Siddiqui here, he's not in the chat anymore. He came off. But I had a whole conversation with him a few weeks back regarding anime putting a bunch of stuff in their openings that never happened in the actual series. And trust me, that is definitely one of them.
I remember on the Boruto subreddit, and there was this post. I had like an entire ass argument about someone because in the preview for like the next episode at the time, I think it was the car actuation arc. It was like the training episode. In the preview, it showed Boruto's Rasengan, and like there was a snippet of just like green coming from it, you know. And someone theorized it was the Rainbow Rasengan from the opening. Boy. And I had an entire like just conversation trying to convince this guy, no, they never show this kind of stuff. And he's like, no, it's the Rainbow Rasengan. And you know what? I mean, there was kind of reason to believe it since there was like green coming to the Rasengan. I don't know. Like,
to that link. And hold on.
Like,
yeah, no, continue, Fibs. Somebody just asked me how did I join the chat here.
But I feel like the Rainbow Rasengan does kind of have like a cooler design than what we got though. Like what we got is it kind of like contradicts canon. I don't know. It's never really like, I'm kind of going like on a tangent here, but like I kind of feel like it contradicts like canon in terms of like what a wind style Rasengan looks like, because I feel like it was like what they were like aiming for was a lightning plus wind style kind of thing.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the green wind style Rasengan?
Yeah, the green thing, you know?
Didn't Naruto's Rasengan, when he was training with Yamato and Kakashi, become green, then it changed to another color or something?
No, man. No, when he came onto the battlefield, he performed a combination jutsu with Yamato's water style, and he performed a wind style Rasengan.
I mean, when he was actually training to learn the Rasen Shuriken.
I don't think
Before
so.
He actually got the Rasen Shuriken, I'm sure that it looked similar to Boruto's and there was some kind of color to it.
I would have to I know the shape started to change, but I don't think he actually changed color. But wait, hold on. AH? I don't know if, well, you're not muted. Yeah, because he joined the voice channel here, but I'm not hearing him.
That's weird. I feel, speaking on like the whole anime only Rasengan thing, I feel like the compression Rasengan is gonna play like a similar role to the like the Rasen Shuriken, in terms that like the karma is actually going to like let him use that in the anime.
Because his
maybe not even Borushiki, just like the karma alone, since it has like healing abilities.
And yeah, his body's gonna be physically stronger and stuff.
True.
Yeah,
so I would want to see them bring that back in the manga first. Well, then again, they might not, but it would be nice to see it in the manga.
Naruto has a whole bunch of abilities, if I'm not mistaken, in the anime that was never in the manga, but it's still all canon.
I feel like I feel like they could definitely like bringing the compressed Rasengan into the manga, like in the time skip, would definitely be like an option. Like the wind style Rasengan too.
Yeah.
That would like that would fix a lot of like holes and stuff, because I feel like the manga and anime, like as much as people like to say, they are like separate canons. You know, one thing, like some stuff happens in the manga that didn't happen in the anime, and some stuff happens in the anime, like vice versa. You know.
Yeah.
So like that. Pardon me?
Plus setup?
Pardon?
There's like that they're like basically like separate canons.
I'm not hearing you like correctly. I'm sorry. Like my mic is
No, I was saying like people actually say that. I've never heard that, like whether the anime and the manga are separate canons.
Oh no, I think like at least the places that I like see on Twitter and like Reddit, it's like it's always people saying the anime is canon. You know, there is no filler kind of stuff. The anime is completely canonical to the manga. It's that kind of thing. I think that's like, guys. I don't know if I would define that as like toxic behavior, but I think it's like just untrue.
I think AH is trying to speak, and I view the anime as honestly the full story.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, hold on. AH, yeah. You could turn up your mic just a bit more though.
Okay, I will. Yeah, so I'm actually Anthony Henry, but
yo. Welcome.
It's Akil. It's Akil Henry, but Anthony is a middle name, as I said before.
Nice. Welcome, man. Like, you know, yeah, this is wild. I know you're in most streams. I don't see you comment. I don't think you comment a lot, but you're consistently in the streams at least. So respect for that.
No problem, man.
You from Jamaica as well, or overseas?
Yes, I'm from Spanish Town, Jamaica.
You know, it's crazy. Like, apart from probably like my friends here in Jamaica, like everybody else between like say Paradox Elites, Red J, who have been on previous streams, everybody's from Spanish Town. Is it like a Is it like a planned thing, or is it?
Actually, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
But yo, welcome, man. Hold on, let me just get to, because I still want to get to some of these questions and stuff in the chat here. So the last question was in terms of Ishiki. They're having a fight before Naruto and Sasuke. We have Joshua Constantine asking, do you think Ishiki is really dead and should he return? I want to make Anthony Henry start this off, man. What do you think?
I think he's dead.
Yeah. I kind of think so too.
I know another YouTuber. His name is Naruto Explained.
Yeah, man. We all know Naruto Explained, man. Trust me.
He said something that was very interesting, and when I look back on the manga panel, I agree with him. Like he said that there was this right when Kawaki jumped on Ishiki to say he saw that speed lines where he saw his eyes making contact with Kawaki. I actually think that he actually probably implanted the karma seal then, and then probably it's a case where Kawaki doesn't figure it out until he probably like sleep or something, and he just see Ishiki just coming, Ishiki's consciousness just coming up. I feel that's probably going to happen. If not, I have a feeling that even though Kawaki is, 80, the fact that he's 80% Otsutsuki, I just have a feeling that the next big bad Otsutsuki could actually be the one to give him the karma. I don't know if it's Otsutsuki King or anybody else, but I just have a feeling that because he's basically basically Otsutsuki, I just have a feeling that that's something that they might pull. But you know, with the Naruto writers, them always know to just carry us in a tailspin.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. What do you guys, Fibs, William, what do you guys have to say about that?
Man, well, like if another Otsutsuki comes and like I don't think that's like gonna happen. I'm still like on board with the Yamato theory that like he has like artificial karma or whatever.
Did you actually check out that video that I did regarding that?
Actually, I didn't. I didn't.
I watched that video, but I think I had like the idea for that even like before it. It's like your video kind of like reassured me a bit on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely like a possibility. But I don't really see any like other Otsutsuki coming because like, okay, if another Otsutsuki came, Kawaki is already at like 80%. So I don't see him becoming like 120% Otsutsuki or like some shit like that, you know? Like I don't see it becoming like, yeah, I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. I can only like really feel like Ishiki becoming that like vessel thing.
Yeah.
Unless
I get
they
you.
completely like erase
Understood.
Ishiki's data.
William?
Understood.
To me, that speed line was just Ishiki seeing his death coming straight for him. Nothing more with that. Because it wouldn't make sense to me. Like for real, like how many times would these guys be able to putting a karma on someone within a minute at being at the last bit of their life and low on energy, at least close to death? He put it on the clone, and from what we've heard, it takes a lot of energy to do it, and he was close to death. So for him to be able to do it again that quickly, that would be hacks, a really seriously hacks ability. So I doubt that. I think he's dead. I was just seeing his life coming to an end and unable to do anything about it. I think more of the whole thing with Amado is gonna happen because I don't know if any of you would remember, but what did Amado tell Kashin Koji he had ready that he was going to the leaf with?
That's what I said. They didn't really explain. They just say, "Yo,
blueprints or some kind of
data
code
blueprints or something." Yes, I mean.
Yeah. So I see him fixing Kawaki's arm. Honestly, there might be something where he upgrades Kawaki's abilities and other than the karma, and then probably giving him a synthetic karma.
Yeah.
But then, guys, I've asked you a question.
Yeah.
You know, even though Amado would be doing this to Kawaki, who would he be doing it for? If you understand what I'm saying, if there is probably no other Otsutsuki threat, because I just feel like in order for the next generation to really surpass, Naruto and Sasuke's generation, I feel like you have to have an enemy that is top tier.
Momoshiki's still a threat, plus Code is still out there with Delta
and the 10
not together.
Oh yes, I was saying. Oh yes, I was saying with Code. Like I remember commenting on one of the YouTube videos, Sanjae.
Yeah.
I just when I see Code, I'm getting two vibes from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting either Itachi vibes from him.
Yeah.
Or a Toby Obito vibes from him. A lot of persons are seeing Toby and Obito, and I can understand why they're saying it. But why I said Itachi, because it could be, and all things are pointing to him having his own agenda and being very evil.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that just like how when Itachi was unveiled as the good guy, I just have a feeling that might be the case for Code. So like he's actually protecting Kawaki.
I could definitely subscribe to Code having some either ulterior motive or his own agenda, and then the next thing too, especially since the anime with last week's episode kind of threw that Code is a quote unquote the closest person to Jigen line. I mean, to be honest, anything is possible, but I think I'm gonna reserve judgment or assumption until chapter 55 drops. I think I just need more information before, but I can definitely subscribe to probably any of the Code theories that are floating out there. So I would say that.
Okay.
Well, I don't really see like Code being as important as someone like, I don't know, Toby, because I think that Toby had like in Shippuden, he was really important to the series, like especially with like the whole Sasuke thing. Like he was like there were definitely signs that like he was pulling the the curtains behind everything. With Code, I don't think that like that much was there to the extent of Toby, or like to like an extent at all. If I'm being like honest here,
That's what I'm saying. It would probably be better to wait until chapters 55, probably 56 drops, so we kind of get a better idea of like where things are going with Code. Because to me, probably if I was Code, I'd be like, kind of getting hungry in this dimension here, you know. Haven't heard from Ishiki.
I really like just thinking about what Code is doing right now.
They should start making memes about that.
I see three scenarios actually. Like, the Otsutsuki clan comes to whichever dimension he's in. Either they sense him or sense the Ten Tails finally or something. Now that Ishiki may be dead too, they come there, they grab Code, the Ten Tails, then they make their way to Earth. Or Code makes himself the Ten Tails Jinchuriki if he's able to survive that, and then he comes for them. Or he goes back and basically just tells Amado he's willing to work for him, no problem. Now that Ishiki is gone.
Quick question, guys. And I think this would be a very surprising fight, but also a very it would be a really cool fight. What if Code and the Ten Tails actually had a fight?
The Code versus the Ten Tails. I've never.
Yes.
Ooh.
So like,
well, I mean, I think he was assigned to like guard it for a reason. I think he would like probably be more powerful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you guys think his abilities may actually be?
To amalgamate all the questions, Code versus the Ten Tails, and by extension, Code's abilities. I mean, I think one of the running theories is he might have space-time ninjutsu. I mean, a lot of persons might feel like he might be a Uzumaki. That could be that too. So he might have chakra chains. Who knows? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna bust my brain, but
I'd really like to see something like speed based. You know, kind of like I don't know, maybe flying Raijin, something similar to that. I don't know, just like a fourth Raikage type of thing, just stronger. See, because I don't really want him to do any of the like kind of jutsu absorption stuff, because that's one criticism I have of this manga, is that there are way too many people just like absorbing jutsu left and right.
Negate.
Like the ability, like Ao, you know, Momoshiki. I guess if you want to count like Shojoji, Delta, like Jigen, Ishiki, you know.
It's
like
crazy.
It's kind of insane. It feels kind of like a lazy plot device at this point. Just like yes, you cannot use jutsu against me, or else I will absorb. Like sometimes it's used. Sometimes like it's used really really smart. I think the whole point is like for you to come up with a counter against it. For example, like Delta's like not being able to like absorb very much, so Naruto just like more Rasengan, you know. But I feel like the whole concept in general is just like overdone at this point.
So why I asked about Code versus Ten Tails, because I'm saying because if Ishiki is dead, I'm wondering if it's a possibility that the rods that would have restrained the Ten Tails, if those rods would have been vanished or removed because Ishiki died.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is why I also said like the Otsutsuki may show up if they now are able to sense it. With Code's powers, I always thought that he might. I don't know. With the whole Kara and their thing with technology, I always figured that when he removes that like strip underneath, he's a robot.
Well,
I
can see that. I can see that.
I couldn't remember if like does the Ten Tails, is he restrained by the little chakra rods?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so. In chapter, I think in the chapter on Sasuke's sign, yes, he was restrained.
Yeah, it was about chapter 35.
The rods are absorbing a chakra as well. So yeah.
Okay, that'll make a lot of sense actually. The Ten Tails is just like free. Man, I kind of hope for a Code versus Koji fight. That would have been really cool. I don't know how that would have happened.
As you mentioned that, let me just browse back through the chat here. So we have, well, we have Anthony Henry here, literally here and there. Your last
That's
message,
fine.
Anthony, when you were talking about probably Kashin Koji, meeting back up with Boruto, probably them referencing the time travel arc. We have Rebel Vaughn. I hope you're still here, Rebel. Yeah, you really do need to start watching. Well, I would say just read the manga and then watch the anime at your, at your leisure. And
Yeah.
almost being 200
so
episodes
true.
in, I can understand
That's
if you would
true.
say, it's gonna be hard. We have My Balls Look Like Sumo Wrestlers. Interesting name. Ishiki beats the whole Akatsuki in drip alone.
It does have
Anthony,
drip.
oh yes, oh yeah, I wanted to comment on that. With regards to the Akatsuki, I think the thing about the Akatsuki is that I just think that there was more story to tell with each of the Akatsuki members.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they're trying to do with Kara. They're trying to, do better in terms of expanding the story, expanding Kara and what the organization is all about.
Yeah.
But what I will say though is that, and I think that this is the reason why persons are still upset about Boruto not being as good as Naruto. I think in the Naruto era there was a lot of suffering. There's a lot of suffering, a lot of killing, murder, a lot of revenge, and all these things. But now we're in an era of peace, and I think it's very difficult. I think people relate more to suffering and death and all those stuff more than they would relate to a
I
peaceful
think this
era.
generation specifically, oh sorry for cutting you off.
That's
I think
fine.
this generation specifically can relate more to suffering on war, or like they idolize that more because we live more in a more peaceful and modern time, and seeing that in a series, like they don't want to see that in another series because that is basically their life.
Yeah.
Because when I think about characters like I don't remember his name. The immortal guy.
Hidden.
Yeah, Hidden and Kakazu. When I think about those characters, I just think that there was so much about those characters that could have been fleshed out.
It kind of goes back to what I've been saying time and time again, especially when it comes on to the One Piece versus Naruto debate. That Kishimoto could essentially have made Naruto as long as how One Piece is right now if he had gone into more detail about like everybody else outside the Uchiha and Naruto and Sasuke. So yeah, I do agree with you. There was room to expand on a lot of things in Kishimoto's time writing Naruto, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, go ahead. I was gonna touch on another question here.
Well, I mean, I feel like kind of an unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed the whole Uchiha and Uzumaki, maybe not Uzumaki, but I just enjoyed the whole Uchiha plot. I don't know if that's just me.
No,
I feel like a lot of the characters are well written.
Yeah.
The only real problem was just the Sharingan ass pulls all the time,
No, it's not that I didn't enjoy, personally speaking, it's not that I didn't enjoy the whole Uchiha thing because I don't know, Sanjae Uchiha, but I just think between Naruto running down Sasuke and and just focusing on them solely, it kind of took away from everything else.
And I agree with you, Sanjay. And up to this day, I'm so disappointed with what they did with Shino. I'm disappointed with what they did with Shino. When I say Shino in the tuning exams, I'm saying, to be honest, when you're looking at Shino in the tuning exams, you really saw him as someone who could probably rival Sasuke.
Depends on how he uses his abilities
use his ability and so forth. He could probably rival Sasuke. Like literally, Shino was a very strong character in tuning exam.
Yeah.
After tuning exam, Shino was just a comedic relief, and it was just so annoying.
Listen, that's almost the case with almost every supporting character, almost every supporting character, once it went to part 2 or Shippuden, because I don't know if you've watched King of Lightning's Rock Lee Sucks video,
God.
but anybody here? No.
Nope. Nope.
I'd definitely recommend that video, but trust me, a lot of the supporting characters just really didn't. It's to the point. It's to the point where even when Neji died, I'm like, oh well, he died.
He died in the worst way, man. Come on, Kishimoto did him so dirty.
Even
he had so much stuff in his arsenal. You could have learned so many things in the time skip. He's just like the exact same person, you know?
I mean, it's,
yeah.
Even
also,
Tamari.
Also, a bit off topic, but that $31,000 MacBook that was set in a General Madness. Ouch! I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't even want to look at that thing.
You did mention that a few streams ago about this ridiculous MacBook.
Yeah, I was just scrolling up a bit. I don't like that at all, especially for a Mac. That thing better be like a quantum computer, dude. Jesus.
31 toes, that's insane. We have Joshua Constantine's asking, also, do you think Team 7 should learn more techniques that use natural elements against the Otutsuki? And also, what do you think about the rest of the new gen facing off against Otas?
Well, the new gen can't manage the Otas, that is for sure. Can't manage. I don't think the new gens can manage the Otas because let's be honest. I was watching the fight. I read the fight in the manga.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. How could if Mujina never sacrificed himself when he tried to when he did that jutsu and the whole earth come crashing down?
Yeah, the cave. Yeah.
I would have killed all of them.
But
I would have been dead.
I think it depends. So. I think it depends on the Ota, because if for example, if we're talking about that one guy that Sasuke and Sai found in the Rain Village, I guess it just depends.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You think Ao would beat Mitsuki? Mitsuki going straight up hardcore, risking his life or not?
Ao versus Mitsuki.
I think Ao would win. Okay. Because man, there's not many feats for like Mitsuki, you know? It's just like
he had pretty enough to me speed feats alone just with his sage mode.
I mean, like, I can't really remember anything. I think the two main feats come from like the Mitsuki arc and the Kara actuation arc. In the actuation arc, he had like 30 seconds of just like speed, and I really can't remember anything from the.
I mean,
Mitsuki disappearance arc.
Back in the little arc when we got a little bit of his backstory, he did speed blitz Orochimaru and Log and get the scroll and dipped. To me, his speed alone should be enough to take out Ao. But
I mean that and the fact that he was able to, well, even though I would imagine that Shino wasn't really bloodlusted, but he did, kind of draw with Jonin Shino Boruto era using Sage
One thing
mode.
that I don't understand about the actuation arc is that Mitsuki was like, I'm pretty sure he was never supposed to show that to like anybody, like his Sage mode, not to like Boruto or Sarada or like anyone, but in the like final fight against Deepa, he just like used it without any repercussions or like thinking about it at all.
But
I was just really confused in that scene.
In 175, which is the transformation that I think you're referring to, Fibs, I don't think he performed full transformation because he didn't grow horns or anything in that last fight against Deepa, did he?
No, I don't think so. But like, I'm pretty sure Sarada could like see like the aura pretty clearly.
I would imagine. But
it's kind of a weird situation. I don't know. I can't even like recall like my memory's a little hazy right now, but I can't even like recall correctly if like Orochimaru said don't use this in front of anyone in the first place. So this might be just like a bad point in general. I don't know.
He didn't undertake the full transformation. He just used the sage natural energy, and they were really busy fighting deeper. So I doubt Sarada would even think back on it, and she would just be like, "Oh, this strange chakra."
It's kind of like a similar. Yeah. It's kind of like a similar situation with Boruto and his Jogan, where like Mitsuki and Sumire, they literally both know that this exists, and like Shinki, like this battle heavy ninja who like probably submits reports of like the entire fight, just like, yeah, I forgot about this eye that like helped us defeat this Otsutsuki god. This guy like recognized it, by the way. He said, "Oh, this is the Jogan. This is a really troublesome eye. Oh no, I just forgot about it." You know.
Is that lack of consistency between I guess what they want to do with that anime and manga wise, I guess.
Shinki to me wouldn't really think that much of it though. Like, would there be a reason why Shinki would to mention it?
Also, Boruto just like refuses to tell anyone for some reason. Like, this guy knows it exists. Like, Shinki has told him, "Oh, what is that eye you got there? Well, that's a funny looking eye." And like a literal Otsutsuki's like, "Oh man, that eye's so troublesome." And he's like, Boruto's like, "I wonder if I still have this eye. You know, I wonder if I should tell my father about this eye that this Otsutsuki god like recognized."
Well, in Boruto, tried. Yeah, he tried. I was saying in Boruto's defense, he did try to tell him, but that was like way early in the Boruto anime.
Yeah, well, this time I guess he has like 3 eyewitnesses just to like. I don't think that he would just make up like Urashiki told me that that like I have this eye. You know, I don't think that's something you should probably make up. I don't know. Yeah. Also, didn't Sasuke see, like in the anime? I think that. In the anime and manga, he said that he was able to see like Momoshiki's thing and like him talking to Boruto.
Yeah.
So he probably should have like seen the eye too, right?
Well, that's the thing though. Manga wise, that's it. The manga wise, that same scene doesn't have the Jogan active, but so that's only really anime. But Sasuke did see that in the manga as well. So it's like we'd still have to wait on the anime to really. I don't know. They have to do something. That and the fact that if I even go back to the chat here, you know, there are some persons mentioning Toneri. Kiki, yo, respect Jamrock, big up. Yeah, there are some persons mentioning Toneri coming back. You know, it's something I've talked about, not recently, but probably over a year ago. Anybody feel like Toneri will make an appearance before in the manga? Soon? Maybe?
I don't think that like the Jogan itself is in the manga.
I actually think that what would be cool though. I think for me, what would be cool is if going into the time skip, the cliffhanger is actually a group like a group or a galaxy of not a galaxy but like a group of Otsutsuki top tier Otsutsuki clan members actually sees Toneri and confront him about what he did and literally kill him. And that would be so cool.
That would be cool. Interesting.
That would be literally cool. So like those Otsutsuki, they're the ones who have the authority to kill other Otsutsuki members. Like that would be so cool if that happens, and then they'll be like their next target would be the Earth dimension, if you understand what I'm saying. So that would have been a great cliffhanger.
I feel like
great.
What do you guys feel about that? Because Urashiki did
like
mention
that would be
that,
a pretty big like. I feel like that would be a pretty good introduction to the next villains. You know, it doesn't really like play into. It plays into the context of the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That would be pretty good, I think. Not many thoughts about that.
William?
Because they need to kill somebody.
True, that
too. They need to kill somebody. Yeah. Continue. Sorry about that, William.
I was distracted there. What you saying?
No, Anthony was saying that, in regards to Toneri, he feels that like the next set of Otsutsuki who more or less will have permission to kill other Otsutsuki should come and probably just take out Toneri as an introduction to their characters.
Would that be a waste?
I mean, Toneri did have a movie to himself, so it's like,
Yeah, but
that kind of comes into the question.
Never got really that much character development with him. Plus, the whole thing with him supposedly either giving Boruto the Jogan or at least maybe chakra to Hinata so her baby would get it. I see why it would be cool. Like all these guys there, the Otsutsuki clan said no hold back, take out everybody. That would be cool. My thing is, do you guys think if we do get more Otsutsuki clan members, which I think we will, do you think eventually there would be peace between the humans and the Otsutsuki clan in the future? Because it's either gonna be, honestly, the humans wipe them out or there's peace.
I actually don't think that the manga should end with peace. I actually think that they should, just like we have Terminator.
Yeah.
And they show that there is this endless battle going on. So like you never have a resolution.
Mm-hmm.
That I would like them to end the Boruto manga that way.
But isn't that why the Terminator franchise right now is going dog?
No, as in, I'm not saying that. For example, when they end the Boruto series, it's not to say they end it with the aim to have another sequel. That's not what I mean. I mean just the end it with threats out there.
So you want more of like a tragic, sad ending to Boruto.
Not peace ending. The peace ending would have been we had that in Naruto. That's not what we're going for now.
Yeah, that's true. I could go with that. So it just depends on how Kishi decides, but I think I would subscribe to the idea of like a tragic, sad ending or something along the lines of that. Probably even Boruto dies by the end of all of this. Who knows?
And I kind of
expected. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, I was saying that I also wanted to add. You said something about Toneri. I was saying that what if they confronted Toneri?
Uh-huh.
So like for example, they're asking Toneri, why is it that he did this to Boruto? What was the idea behind him doing what he did? And I just have a feeling that the Jogan has like, I know it's a fan theory, but I just have a feeling that the Jogan is actually like only the upper echelons of the Otsutsuki clan have the access to the Jogan. And inside they have Jogan in both their eyes, but the Otsutsuki King, would probably have the Jogan in both his eyes, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it does translate to
so it's a case where the confronted. So it's pure eye, yes. But it's a case where the Otsutsuki King.
Yeah.
It could be a case where he literally goes around and literally takes the eyes of those who have the Jogan. He literally takes their eyes and take it for himself. It would be very consistent with the whole theme of the Otsutsuki, which they go around each planet, take away their life force and so forth. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
I'm sorry, I was also tuning out a bit.
That's fine.
I pulled a William here. Can you sum it up for me?
He was basically saying like, if the Otsutsuki come and like the higher people in the clan who may have the pure eye, like the king, they may want to take Boruto's pure eye and collect it with its power. It would be kind of like, remember from the movie, like with the Tetsugan, the huge Tetsugan weapon they had were multiple Byakugans and stuff. That would be cool.
Well, I feel like considering that I don't think that the Jogan is like in the manga, that would be a really big like, you know, whole plot line to be like anime only.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of far-fetched.
I think the
Okay.
manga is
No
honestly just
problem.
waiting for the time skip to introduce that into the manga. I don't think they honestly were ever gonna introduce it in the manga until after the time skip.
Yeah, that could be a good point.
Well, I mean, they would have like, I feel like they would have done more like foreshadowing and hints to it, like the anime, if it was like planned from the beginning.
That's the thing.
I feel like it's just Boruto learning the karma power.
I think the problem is, and I think I've heard this before, the when they did the whole flash forward in chapter 1 or episode 1, whatever, they didn't really have like everything planned out, to say the least. So
I agree.
yeah, I think that that lack of not having everything planned out is why we're having this lack of consistency, or this discrepancy between the Jogan being here but not being there, yada yada yada. So I think that's really the thing. But like what William says, I also feel like they're waiting for the time skip. That's or in this next span of chapters, because I personally think the time skip is going to be in chapter 58, or probably 60 the latest. So I think in the next set of chapters we'll probably get something alluding to that. But Hassan in the chat is saying everybody's forgetting about Himawari.
Also the way they've set up the Jogan though is like it only comes out on special occasions because of special chakra, or if another Otsutsuki is involved and doing space-time stuff. So if they don't have those conditions, we're not gonna see it. More than likely we will see it again in the anime, unlike the manga. So yeah. Morari, after everything that's happened, she probably in the time skip is gonna go to the academy and train and stuff. If she doesn't, that wouldn't be a problem to me, honestly. But with everything, I think she will. She more than likely will go to the academy, so she could basically avenge her father in a way, or at least be prepared to protect her mother and stuff.
I could see that happening. Probably she'll be a genius as well and blitz the academy. Like if the time skip is 3 years, probably she blitz through the academy in a year, and then use the remaining 2 years to be like, I wouldn't say get OP, but you know, get really competent for what's coming.
Oh yeah, Sanjay, I actually think differently. Actually, because if you notice the narrative, the central narrative of the Boruto story that I've noticed is that what they're basically saying is that you don't have to, you don't have to follow your destiny. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm like. You have the ability to choose who you want to be. That's what I'm getting from the message that they're trying to communicate. Yeah. So I have a feeling that I feel like Imori, what they're going to do with Imori is going to disappoint a lot of persons. I actually think that she's not going to be a ninja. I think she's going to be. Yeah, I actually think that she's going to probably be like a civilian who has a little ninja skills and so forth. But I just have a feeling that she's going to disappoint. How they're going to use her is going to disappoint a lot of anime fans. That's one. Two, if they don't go that narrative, the thing with Himawari is that I'm not, they could either do two things with her. Like she could be the one that basically get back Boruto into.
Wait, you said rotation, but with like the Uzumaki chakra cheats? Very interesting concept. All right, Fibs. Respect for Oh wait, hold on. Hassan is saying, yeah. Hold on, there we go. Sorry about Hassan. All right. I'm pretty sure we've been on board. Anthony, you watch Black Clover or Bleach or anything else?
Actually, no. I'm not a. I don't watch anything outside of Naruto franchise.
Oh, Janet.
Really? Okay.
You're missing out, bro.
I know. I'm looking at Black Clover, like I'm just looking at the openings, and I'm like, oh my god, the openings just catch me forever.
Everybody loves the openings, man.
And actually, I was looking at episode 161 for Black Clover with the Bones.
Yeah.
With the Bones guy versus Yona. That's his name.
Yuno.
Yeah, Yuno. And I was looking at that. The thing with Black Clover, I haven't watched it from start to finish. But from just looking at one episode, or just looking at one episode or one fight scene with what's his name again? The main character, Asta.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of a Naruto similarities.
Yeah, it does, and that's been like one of the major criticisms about it early on. But trust me, it does come into its own. There is some. I don't want to turn it into a Naruto versus Black Clover thing, because I literally have a playlist talking about my experience, catching up and just my impressions of Black Clover compared to Naruto. But there is some nuance, could I put it like that? Some subtle differences that really make Asta separate and apart from Naruto. So I would highly recommend it. And you've never checked out, say, like a Yu Yu Hakusho, nothing else?
No, I think the I don't know if you guys call it anime, but I know, well, Dragon Ball Z, that's one, and I liked Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yo.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not sure if that's an anime, honestly, but I liked Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess because and I'm gonna be very honest, don't know Jamaican youth.
Yeah, man, just speak clearly, bro. Just speak clearly.
When I started watching Naruto, but then after a while I had to stop because I didn't have any cable.
Yeah, that's all right, man. That's all right. I mean,
I didn't. So at that time we had the One Piece and the Bleach and everything.
Yeah,
there was just a huge drop off because I never had a cable. So when I got cable or internet, I was, because I was so invested in Naruto from before, so it became natural for me to so I wouldn't say so that's why I'm saying I wouldn't say I'm an anime fan, but I'm trying my best to get a little warm up to the other animes. Yes. Especially My Hero Academia. Like I heard some really, I'm hearing some good reviews about it.
Black Clover, My Hero. Honestly, personally, if you want to take it from the old school days, I would highly recommend Yu Yu Hakusho, man. Highly recommend that. Highly. But hold on, we've been streaming for like 2 hours 36. I want to kind of just say, in terms of like your expectations, guys, like, because the plan wasn't really to talk about Boruto this long, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys.
No. But it's alright. But I mean, you have a bunch of anime you could get into. But in terms of like expectations, generally speaking, especially with you, William, as well, like from a Bleach to a Shaman King, like your expectations for 2021 in general.
Yeah, I'll just say this, then I head out because I wanna go to bed early. It's almost 12.
Yeah.
And wake up and watch the episode and stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll watch your video, the last video you posted before I go to bed. But
respect.
With 2021 anime, never saw the original Shaman King, so I don't even know that. I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen, the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, about that one as well.
I just fell off. I didn't watch anymore. Like the third episode was coming out. I never just watched it, and now it's what 16 or something.
You know, I thought it was me alone when that happens. Like you're genuinely interested in a series, you're watching, and then like probably one particular week you just drop off, and then it just spirals out of control.
Yeah. The thing is, I binge watched Promise Neverland season 1 this month.
Yeah.
In the last month on Netflix. Now I'm watching season 2. You should check that out. It's great. You should check it out. Promise Neverland.
All right.
Bleach. I read the 1,000-Year Blood Walk in the manga. The beginning is cool, so I want to see that, but I know what happens at the end, and it's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
I'm not really that invested in it, but I'll watch it. I may watch it. My Hero Academia new season. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's cool. To me, they have enough content right now to just make My Hero weekly. In my opinion, I guess that would be too much trouble.
Yeah, I doubt they're gonna change to weekly, honestly.
Other than that, there's nothing else in the year that's of any interest to me, honestly, when it comes to anime. I just hope this year they announce the next season for One Punch Man. So honestly, it's mostly Boruto I'm excited for the year. When it comes to anime, at least, and manga.
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, by the way, what you guys think about the Crunchyroll nominations?
To be honest, I haven't checked them out.
Yeah,
I haven't checked them out.
That is strange to me because I was checking out with the fights. And is Boruto not on Crunchyroll?
Yes. I don't understand as well.
I was surprised. Why is the Deeper versus Team 7 fight not there? When it comes to emotion, everything they went through to get to that point, training, everything, the action, the animation. Wait, if I actually check out that list, I think there are one or two kind of weird fights on it.
I haven't checked out the list, so I can't comment.
It's weird. But that is Crunchyroll. I'm not invested in that.
I heard that Crunchyroll got a lot of stick, especially for the Black Clover opening. Like I think Black Clover opening never got any nomination, and everybody was like, "What? How could this happen?"
Yeah,
because the opening is so good.
How do they choose the nominees?
Why? I could not tell you. I could not tell you how they choose it.
But it couldn't be based on YouTube. They couldn't be based on votes because when I'm looking on the openings for Black Clover openings are very well supported. Like people watch them a lot. So I think it was for Neverworld was saying that like literally the anime world is like literally upset because Black Clover never got any. The opening for Black Clover never got any nomination.
Why? I don't know.
I don't take a lot of those kind of nomination stuff seriously because when was it last year? The year before, they had the one with the Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight, and the fight between All Might and Overhaul. It was cool, but I don't think it was as good as the Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, just because on the fact alone that.
You mean All Might versus All For One?
All For One, sorry, I said Overhaul. Yeah, that fight between them, it had emotion in it with them being their arch enemies, yes. So when it comes to Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, they didn't have that kind of emotional investment versus Momoshiki, yes, but on a level of the fight to me was just even more superior. I'm guessing.
I would say in terms of comparing them, I would definitely
continue.
Yeah, I would definitely say Naruto and Sasuke vs Momoshiki was definitely hype. For me personally, I was really looking forward to seeing how they were going to improve it from the movie because I really love the movie version too. And trust me, if I was doing live reactions back then, trust me, that would probably be my best live reaction. But I guess
it's because that had the All Might and
Yeah,
for one,
there
I
was a
just had
lot
more
of
emotional.
there was a lot of emotional weight, and especially since at the end of the fight, you know, All Might was saying like, "Yo, Midoriya, you're next." That there was a lot of there was a lot of weight to that fight, I would say.
Yeah.
Versus,
But Sandro, I'm heading out
yeah,
now.
man, definitely, man. Get some sleep.
It
Don't let me
was
hold
cool.
you.
It was cool being in the stream. It was cool talking with you, Anthony, and Fibs and stuff. So yeah, I'll check out
No
your
problem.
video. I'll check out your video, man, and hopefully you enjoy the episode tomorrow, both of you guys.
Yeah, man, definitely.
No problem.
Respect again.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Yeah, man.
Peace out.
I want to ask you a question though, Sanjay.
Yeah, man.
When you think about, as I said before, I'm relatively new to different animes. What do you think about the fight between in My Hero Academia between Doku and this guy that his face can flare up like in flames? I don't remember his name, but that fight.
Alright.
I don't remember his name. Like I think part of him can be turned into ice and the other part flames.
Oh, you mean Todoroki?
Yes, that fight was a really good fight. Like the animation for that fight was sick.
Yeah, alright. To be honest, I haven't fully gotten into My Hero, but I have popped in for some of those key moments. But I really love that fight scene, honestly. Especially since it really, from the perspective of like Deku, the main character, it has a lot of meaning to what his character strives to be. Like, it's not just a hero that saves people physically, but on a physical, mental, emotional level. You know, he's trying to embody what it truly means to be a hero. Because of course, you know, Todoroki didn't really want to use his fire side, and he has all this trauma and everything. And Deku really kind of pushed on that that button to actually get him through that kind of trauma, I would say. Hold on, we do have a question from Kiki. Sorry about the delay, Kiki.
That's fine.
He or she's asking, do you think Sora is going to go down a dark path? I don't think so, if I'm being honest. I think she'll be very emotionally conflicted with when she learns how and when and why the Uchiha clan did what they did, their fate and everything, but I don't see her going down a dark path. What do you think, Anthony?
Yeah, it doesn't look as if she's going down that path based on what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think, yes, she's Sasuke's child, but she's also Sakura's daughter as well.
Yeah.
And I think if even if she's tempted to go down that path, I think the fact that she has that Sakura-ness about her,
yeah,
I don't think she's going to. If she went in there for a while, I don't think she's going to stay there. What I will say though is that she's going to be one serious Hokage.
Yeah, definitely.
She's gonna be one serious Hokage. Like I'm seeing her right now, and I'm like, this lady is gonna be a boss.
Trust me. Wait.
Yeah, man.
Paradox, yo. Oh, good. Paradox, but I tell her from no, we're not doing a 5-hour stream. How long has it been? It's been 2 hours and 46 minutes. Probably might end this off in the next 10 minutes or so. But yo, all good, man.
No problem.
All good. Hope you're good. If you want to join the Discord, it's open if anything. But yeah, back to you now, Anthony. Yeah, man, I don't like Sarada is going to be ridiculous, honestly, in terms of being an Hokage. But more so, I'm looking forward to just seeing how she handles learning about the Uchiha clan, the past history of the village, and just the previous generations in terms of and everything what it means to be Hokage, essentially. Especially as an Uchiha, because I personally believe there should have been an Uchiha Hokage from a long time, given the
I think so as well.
Yeah, so
the thing, I remember the last stream you had in December. I remember saying it. I just have a feeling that they're setting us up for a Kawaki Chocho relationship. The thing is, for someone who is a side character, she's been given a lot of screen time.
Yeah, I mean, the Inashika Cho, they've at least gotten some. wouldn't say consistent, but they've had much more screen time in manga wise than compared to a lot of other new generation
Yes.
members.
And the thing about her is that I just have a feeling that her like time skip, she's gonna look good. Yeah, her body go clean. Her body go clean.
Seriously.
She's going to be turned. I just have a feeling because for me, I think whether it's comedic relief or not, I just think that she's getting too much screen time not to be essential to the story after the time skip.
Especially as if Kishi wants to play off the whole like female support to Sarada, then yeah, I could see that happening. But yeah, I could definitely see that happening. But well, then again, you say you haven't gotten into other animes yet, so it's even hard.
That's fine.
But which one? I know I recommended Yu Yu Hakusho, but I mean, which one would you really see yourself getting? Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean,
I'm thinking about Black Clover, honestly.
Yeah, man, that's alright, quite alright. No, I mean it's hot right now, so that's good too.
I'm thinking about Black Clover. I just and the thing is like I'm looking at the opening 13 very closely. I'm looking at it very closely and I'm comparing it to opening 12. And I noticed that in opening 13, I think Yuno was like a print. He was like wearing something royal. Like it probably is a spoiler to something that's gonna happen in the future. Like he was like looked like some king or something.
Don't want to spoil anything unless you want to be spoiled.
No, I don't have a problem with being spoiled. I think in that chapters in that episode 161, I think he got a revelation that he was some prince to some kingdom.
He's a prince to the Speed Kingdom, one of the nations on the continent that they're mainly on. So there's that. There is that, and the manga right now is pretty hot too. So yeah.
I'll get that. When the manga normally come out.
The official release is usually on Sundays. But like the scantillations, like you would read like Naruto or something like on a scantillation site like Manga Freak or Manga Panda or Manga Reader. I think the chapters along with like say One Piece would drop from Friday. But these days I usually just wait for the official release on Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's always weekly.
Yeah, it's a weekly series, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's definitely a weekly series. Definitely series.
Are there any questions? Any more questions?
Well, it's more so I'm looking forward to when and if you get into these series and hearing what you think, your reactions, and just generally speaking, because I mean Naruto is great, but trust me, there are a lot of other great series.
Yeah, I'm finding out there are a lot of other great series. Recently, I was watching a video. I was watching, I think it was Aizen of Bleach versus Madara.
Yeah.
With regards to Aizen, it's off. Oh.
No man, it's Paradox. So just join the Paradox.
Sorry, I wasn't seeing it. Oh.
You can't unmute Paradox, man.
What's up?
Okay.
There, man. The Spanish Town link up apparently.
Oh god. He's from Spanish Town as well.
That's what I'm saying. Paradox, like I know most of the Jamaicans that are coming on are found my channel in the last year or so seem to be from Spanish Town. So I'm wondering if it's a planting.
No man, I'm gonna be there. Zin.
I'm gonna be there. Oh, Zin.
Yeah. But I swear I don't know what's going on with my notification.
Oh, you actually didn't get the notification that I was streaming?
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, "2." When you answered, you're here. So I went back and I checked. I'm not sure what's going on with my YouTube.
It's ridiculous. Probably YouTube being YouTube. terms of notifications as usual.
This is the end of month.
Yeah,
This is
man.
the end of month.
End of month stream, man.
Mr. Dawn.
And then like the rough part now with next month's Boruto chapter, it'll fall upon the 19th, which is a Friday, and I get the day off, so why me not start off the year well when it comes down to these live reaction streams at all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so it go. But we have Anthony Henry here, who has been a consistent stream watcher, finally drop on from the Discord. So.
Oh, cool. What's up, bro?
Oh, go on.
Yeah. What?
Go on. Yeah. Well, but to be honest, I just recently watched follow up Sanjay. You know, I think it was like last year, October or so. Yeah. Last year, October. Actually, you know, I really started taking Boruto seriously in February.
February last year.
Yes. I think when I was at the library at the University of West Indies.
Yeah.
And I was. I remember I was like I read the manga for the first. We were having a discussion, like a genuine discussion about, you know, who is stronger, Madara or Sasuke. Madara. It was a big discussion. I remember watching the anime. I remember watching not watching the anime. I remember reading the manga. I think in February, it was the fight between. It was the fight between Team 7 and Boro.
Yeah,
and I think at that time. Yeah, and I think at that time, Boroshiki came out. Yeah, I think they call it a manifestation. So at that time, that was when I seriously took Boruto. Like I took Boruto seriously since then, and I don't regret it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad series. Oh wait, hold on. Ayanli, Getty, yeah, you're joined pretty late. Especially since we soon wrap up, probably next 6 minutes or so. But Paradox, I mean, how you been, man? You good? I mean, how you, Steve?
Yeah, I've been good. Just pretty much the same thing, work and then like anime and trying to balance life, you know. But yeah, can't really leave out anime and manga.
To kind of just super summarize everything, and I guess I can super summarize the response as well. But we kind of went over toxic anime fandoms, specifically, well, Attack on Titan's recent madness as well. We just have a laugh every time I think about it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see why persons are like going like that. Yeah, I mean, you know, persons are complaining about the animation of the Titans, and then persons are complaining about Eren killing innocent people, and I'm like, what?
Man, tell her, bro.
Yeah, the animation is still a lot cleaner than the other seasons. Yeah, it's a part like that little 2D thing that they're trying to do with the Titans. Then.
Yeah, people are complaining about CGI and thing.
Yeah, it at some point it kind of look a little bit glitchy, but I still don't mind it.
So yeah, I don't think it's been bad.
Yeah, I don't see why people complain about it.
Well, again. Of course, we did do a very in-depth Boruto discussion, but I mean, Boruto is Boruto. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just pretty much taking that nice strides, seeing that it's coming out.
But other than that, 3 big anime. Redo of Healer. I don't know if you've checked that out yet.
Oh, yep.
Very controversial. You have?
Yeah. very controversial indeed.
I was going to ask in terms of like expectations for like Shaman King and Bleach for this year, and just anime and just even Boruto so far for this year.
Well, out of the new ones coming up, I am very much excited for Bleach because the 1,000-year Blood War arc is crazy.
Yep.
And then I love the fact that he's going to put it out at midnight time slots, so he won't be censored. So that's definitely what I'm looking forward to. Shaman King, I wasn't really that big of a fan of the original series. I did watch it I guess I'll look forward to see, what's going to change about it, and pretty
Yeah.
much watch the redo. But in terms of this year is going to be hype because there's a lot of good anime going on right now, especially tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch that anime where he's jobless reincarnation. That is so sick.
Nah, I haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah,
So
that one
many
is sick.
good shows.
Um,
As you mentioned
but
that Anthony Henry, I've been telling him because he's only been in the Naruto and Boruto in terms of anime, or well, he's checked out some series like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff growing up, but like for the most part these days it's just Naruto and Boruto. So I'm telling him he needs to check out some other series.
yeah, definitely. Like if you like anime, or you getting into anime, then you have it good compared to us that have been in it for so long right now. Like there's so much anime we can recommend. Attack on Titans for one.
Definitely.
Death Note for another.
I was
Code
recommending
Geass.
him Yu Yu Hakusho if he wants to even go back old school.
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho if you want to go old school. There's been like so many good animes, bro. If you want to watch like Full Metal Alchemist, that's a must watch. There's so much right. It's like my head.
It just depends on where he wants to go, I guess. But those ones that he just mentioned, man, Anthony, definitely. You could probably just write them down, make a list or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've written them down.
But
Plus we in the Discord, so you can always ask.
Yeah.
And we can give you a
I've
good
written them
extensive
down.
list.
yeah,
There's so much out there that you can watch.
But him probably just start with Black Clover still, which is still a good start. So.
Well, I mean, if he starts it off, no, it will be good because the
Actually, I
main
haven't watched that
controversy.
yet. I haven't watched it as yet. I want to though.
Yeah, it's good. The main controversy about it is like persons, comparing it with like Naruto, and then
Yes, that's the
Asuka
first thing I was saying to Sanjay. I was saying to Sanjay that the first thing I see, like I saw the fight scene with Asta and I don't remember the other person. And I was like, the first thing that came to mind, this reminds me so much of Naruto. And I can just imagine everybody comparing Naruto to Black Clover, and I don't even watch the show yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in my late 20s, so I've been watching anime for a while. I don't really have a problem with it because I'm mainly in for the story and if you read it, because the thing with a manga is when you read it, you're actually paying more attention to the story of it.
Yeah.
Because you have to read it to pretty much understand what's going on. So if you're into good storytelling and you pay attention to what he's saying, the structure of the world, the power system, it's really a good balance, the manga. And I actually started the manga before the series, so most persons watch the series and then judge it based off of that. But if you're reading the manga, it's like a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And Sanjay, did you see the scans that came out yesterday?
Actually, I haven't seen it, but I can imagine that's some sick.
Bro.
They really spoilers for weekly mangas. I never know. But
it's not really says spoilers. It's like the fan translated, and then you have the official translated one come out on Sunday for this one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But bro, when tomorrow drops and the official is out, it is great. Tabata is taking Black Clover to a different level right now.
Hype me up, brother. Hype me up, but
it's crazy, fam. It's crazy.
But similar to what Paradox is saying, Anthony, I also read Black Clover manga. I got into the manga before watching the anime.
Okay.
So personally, I would actually advise just starting with the manga first. Especially if you want to just hurry up and catch up, I would recommend the manga. But the anime is still a nice watch, to say the least. Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you're into reading and you like manga, then read the manga.
I've no problems with the manga.
Yeah, man, read the manga. There's we're at 280 right now, so you have 280 chapters. You can just binge read when you had the time. And I mean, you
Okay.
go through chapters really, really fast, so you
Yeah.
can just
It's
go through
weekly,
and
so I
catch up.
understand. Yeah, it's weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, trust me, you have like persons like you are just getting into it. It's a crazy ride because there's so much good ones that we can recommend. You can go on what's that site? My Anime List. They have a good listing too.
Yeah.
You can read
The
reviews on
thing,
them, but
the thing is, I don't want to watch all of them all at once.
Yeah, we know.
In the
No,
sense
trust
that-
me. It's the same with me, Anthony, because unless it's like, for example, like I'm already up to date with Boruto, obviously, so I can't balance it with something else. But if I were to get into another series now, like usually I would just watch one at a time, full invested, check out the manga, check out the anime, check out the history, interviews, yada yada yada. But so I'm mostly like that, but with the exception since I'm watching like, Yashahime on the channel now and Jujutsu Kaisen and thing, I kind of just have things on a balance. But usually I get what you mean.
Because I don't think I can manage all those animes. That's what I was saying. I was really just considering trying Black Clover.
Yeah.
Because outside of anime, I actually watch other stuff as well. Like,
Yeah.
for example, I'm really interested in the Blacklist on NCB. Like, yo, that show shot.
I've watched a few episodes, but I haven't gotten
That's
fully into
fine.
it.
That's fine, man. Yeah.
you don't have to really like when I say watch all of it, but I mean you have
honestly.
this thing so you can choose one and then just catch up and then
Mhm.
if you want to. But for us who's pretty much watch everything already and like we're just like weekly episode watchers now. We're like crackheads. Every week we're just waiting for a new episode or something.
But I have a question for you guys. When you guys watch so much anime and you watch so much anime and you see the similarities between the different animes, don't it get boring at times? So like, for example, Bleach. When you look at Bleach, when you're watching Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto at
the big
time.
three. To be honest, no. Product, you're into One Piece as well, right? If memory serves right.
Yeah, but I thought of. I just want to wait and finish first. To answer your question is like, as I said, I watch it study it, make a story. If it's a case that the story is similar, then I might not say alright. But oftentimes what I find is that person's aesthetic. As a demon Naruto, Ichigo's like, wow, it's got.
You kind of
I'm not hearing your paradox.
Break up paradox.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that the persons just look at the aesthetics of it. They're saying because the past character demons and it's the same thing, but no, it's the story. That's why I actually prefer because read it different. You actually have to pay attention to the story. So if you like the story and the concept, that's mainly. And yeah, you're going to see similarities in some. If it's not going to be a case where it's a dead copy of the last.
Yeah, because for the most part, Anthony, still hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, man.
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, for example, like take the big three for instance. Yeah, they're all shonen, so there will be cliches across all three. But trust me, like they have enough nuance. There's enough subtle differences to say, yo, like not for me personally. When it comes down to ranking the big three, it's Bleach at 3, Naruto at 2nd, and One Piece on top. By extension, I would highly recommend you check out One Piece.
No, actually, to be honest, as I said before, I actually watched One Piece and Naruto. Is because of the whole cable problem.
Yeah.
Like I lost interest in One Piece, but because I was so heavily invested in Naruto, I was able to pick it back up.
All right, fair enough. Cause no, it's the same for me. Cause back in the day, like when it came on to like Fox and 4Kids and whatever. Yeah, I was into One Piece then, and I didn't pick up One Piece again until 2012. But what I'm saying is that in terms of like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, honestly, each author really does more than enough to differentiate
Okay,
their
nice.
series from each other, despite the similarities, I would say, because I can't in good faith say, you know, I got into Naruto in what 2006, and then
Mhm.
like
Oh.
going back into One Piece into 2012. I can't in good faith say, yo, because they're the same genres, because it's, you know, there are a lot of similarities, that One Piece is like, I find it boring. Like I've seen this cliche before, but no, One Piece, for just argument's sake, does like the execution and the world building. It's just something you'd have to see, man. Honestly.
Well, it's still alive and well.
Yeah.
So
Trust me.
it must be good for it to last so long.
I mean, it's almost outsold Batman, which has been running for
Yeah.
70 something years. So
Yeah, man, must be good for it to last so long.
yeah. But all right, guys. Is there any last words you guys want to say? Because I want to wrap up. The lights here
Okay.
are literally baking me. I'm starting to get like kind of sweating.
Okay. I think I'll end with this. I actually when you ask other persons a question, but you never asked me when I came in. I think this is gonna be a very good year for Naruto Next Generations.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in to see how they're going to flesh out this Kawaki Boruto relationship.
Yeah.
I still think that the progression in the manga was there was little progression in, you know, from the time Boruto met Kawaki to the time to last chapter, which is 54, where Kawaki was calling Boruto brothers or bro or something along those lines. Yeah, I don't see the progression there, but I hope that the anime adds some more flesh to that relationship.
I think it will, man.
I hope so. Another thing as well, I'm looking forward to the fights. Now, I think a lot of persons tend to. All right, this is what something I believe that's gonna happen. I don't believe that we're gonna see episode 175 type fights for each of the different arc. I don't think we're gonna see that quality. I think we're probably gonna get one fight that literally just stands out in quality. Like it would be amazing if they could maintain that intensity throughout the year, where all the fights are really good. That would be so cool. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Listen, to me, even though I would want to see these coming fights get some nice like the episode 65 treatment. To me, the biggest fight that I want to see get the episode 65 treatment is Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki. To redeem Sasuke once and for all. That fight, if no other fight, needs to get the episode 65 treatment.
Yes, I really hope that fight comes this year. Hopefully. I really do.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a lot of fights to come in terms of the manga that we're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I end with that expectation.
Alright. Respect again, Anthony. Paradox, we know you're coming late, but any final words?
The usual, you know, stop the hating anime, guys. We're all fans of the work. I mean, yeah, you're going to have dislikes, but when you're going to attack somebody or blatant persons to watch the series get killed. You know, if you don't like it, then don't watch it.
Yeah, cool? Simple as that.
That's pretty much most of it. And yo, Black Clover, I am so hyped for this year, bro, because yo, this, like, when you pre the chapter tomorrow, you're gonna see why. Oh man, I don't even know what to say right now,
bro.
Wait, but quick question, guys. Black Clover is in time skip.
Yeah, there's a 6-month time skip. Essentially, they started the series when they're 15. There's like multiple time skips, but if you want, like, if you're talking about like a time skip where they go off and train similar to like a Naruto, that would be the recent 6-month time skip. But there are like a lot of mini time skips within the series because they start when they're 15 and they're 17.
Okay.
They're 17 now, so yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Why I asked because of the difference that I noticed in the opening as well. Yeah, I really pay attention to the opening, guys. So like the opening, his physiques from opening 12 to opening 13, there was the difference was evident for all to see.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking if there's if you guys are in time skip now.
Yeah. Manga and anime.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, alright guys, respect. You guys can probably go back to the stream because I'll probably just spend the next 2 to 5 minutes finishing up on my part here. So
okay, cool.
Respect again, guys. Paradox, Anthony. I guess I and I can look up for my reaction to the episode for tomorrow, and it kind of rough. Paradox, man. I'm kind of considering doing Black Clover manga reviews. Probably when the scans drop, because by the time we react to the episode tomorrow, yeah.
Well, quick question though, Sanjay. Do you have to react to every single episode on the same day?
No, but the thing is with me. All right. So for example, just for argument's sake, before you guys go, right? So for example, say for Neverworld was doing, I don't know, reactions, right? He has the that margin of error, if I could phrase it like that. He has that allowance to say if he did a reaction a week after, his video would still do well. As opposed to me, in some cases, it depends on when I do the reaction. It depends. It kind of affects how well it does. So, for example, if I react to, say, Black Clover, the latest Black Clover episode, like 2 weeks, like 162, which is coming up this week. If I react to, like, say, 2 weeks later, it definitely is not going to do as well as, the week when it just aired. Yeah, so in my case, with my channel size right now, I kind of still have to take advantage of the time aspect.
Okay, makes sense.
The thing I would say too is, all right, so a lot of persons are more updated with them. Well, a lot of persons are updated with the manga. With the episodes, it's more of just like a recap, especially seeing that a lot of the YouTubers who are doing the episodes now haven't actually read the manga. So they're blank. So with you, it's more of a detail what you saw with the difference between the manga and the episode.
Yeah.
I would say it would be best if you do like the manga, seeing that you're up to date. You can still like do videos on the episode just to give your points of view, but try to be up to date with the manga like on Sunday. I'm not sure how your schedule is, but if you want, you can pre the fan translations, because what I find is when I go back to the fan translations and when the official comes out, it's just like minor changes to like spell names or the transformation names or the devil names or so it's just mainly the names that may be different and like little tweaks. But you can do the up-to-date reactions like Fridays or Sundays. Just you can choose which one you want to do.
All right, fair enough. All right, guys, respect again for coming on as per usual. I guess the next stream will be the Boruto Chapter 55 live reaction stream. Although I'm actually considering adding a new live stream segment on a monthly basis, like a controversial take segment in like the beginning of the month. It's still something I'm working out. Like where I probably have persons come on, probably one-on-one, who have like completely opposite feelings on the series that I watched, to kind of, I wouldn't say debate, but have a civil discussion, you know what I mean? Because I don't know mystery, we're not really not this negative debate. Yes, I mean, we can't bother, yes, I mean, but at least a civil discussion. So I'm considering
that would look good. I would look good. I don't mean to cut you, but I think you should like put a group or start a new chat in the Discord about like podcast type thingy where we can have some discussions
Yeah.
on like certain anime, certain mangas, certain things going on in the anime community. So that would be awesome.
All right, yeah, man. That can more than do. More than do.
By the way, if you intend on using me for any of these debates, I can only debate Boruto. I can't do nothing else.
We know.
Thank you.
Yeah, but all right, guys. Respect again. Then I can drop back into the stream as me, cause I'm gonna wrap up over there before man completely cut off everything.
All right, cool. I'll try not to miss or come late. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube because I know that the notification is on and everything. So
Yeah.
but I'll try not to be late for the other ones. But you know, big up as usual.
Respect, bro. Damn.
All right.
Yeah, man. Woo. All right, guys. So, for the most part, that's pretty much it for tonight. Hold on there. Let me just bring this over here. But yo, respect again, guys, for tuning in. I know it's not really much of you guys left here, like 4 to 6 of you. But yo, respect again for coming out tonight for this first end of month subscriber stream for 2021. It's been over 3 hours. I was actually trying to keep it into like 2.5, but this was this. As long as it's not 5 hours, right? But yeah. But yeah, this year it's been going good so far. As I said, with the in line with the title of the stream. You know, from the Attack on Titan stuff, fans, just calm down. It's not that serious. So, you know, the Boruto anime doing pretty good in terms of expanding on the car members in terms of our investment. There's a lot to look forward to for, you know, Boruto this year, time skip hopefully. Black Clover, definitely. Controversial anime, redo of Hila. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out, but check it out with earphones in a like in a corner of your room. So yeah. But Bleach, Shaman King, definitely looking forward to those when they drop this year. There's one thing we didn't really discuss, and is the return of webtoon adaptations this year. Probably Tower of God, God of High School. Probably discussion for another time. But I am looking forward to Tower of God coming back, if nothing else. But yeah. But anyway, respect again, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next video. Well, tomorrow's videos. So, guys, that have to go on. So, respect. Enjoy the rest of your night/morning.